Hello everybody, welcome to another session of Ready Set Roll. I'm Matt, your DM for Sundays as always, and we have everybody here except for Brandon. Don't know where he is, probably passed the fuck out. We'll see how it goes with trying to get him later. But yeah, he's dead again, as usual.
Passed out.
Passed the fuck out. Who knows, he might just wake up halfway through like last week. Or was he here at the beginning last week? I'm trying to remember.
No, he wasn't.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, he
woke up
jumped in
halfway
at
through.
at break-ish.
He woke up for combat.
So, who wants to handle recap?
It was not the last week.
About the one who started the fight.
Sure. We'll go that way.
I haven't done nothing.
Bull crap.
So, we were in our hotel room. Faith and Missouri talked a bit for their first watch. Everyone else is asleep. Then Quinlan and Bit had second watch, and Ari took the last watch. While everyone was sleeping, Hanari was given the opportunity to enter 3 doors. She went through the first door to find Bit learning how to do a little dancey dance. The second door, she was faced with the horrible events of Azari's past. Simplest terms. And then she couldn't get through the last door because she was too tired and overexhausted. And in the last door was Auckland acquiring a dragon friend. Then we woke up. A bath attempt was had. It did not work. Everybody else says, why the fuck is there a dragon in the room?
Why not have a dragon in the room?
And then they went for food. Bit went to practice his dancey dance. Then we had some people eyeing us suspiciously. They left. Faith followed them. Azari followed Faith because don't go by yourself. That's how people die. Haven't you seen a horror movie? And then they came back after Faith saw a bunch of people talking about robbing us in an alleyway. Then we fought them, and most of them are dead. And we have this bar now. It's ours.
What happened to the ones that aren't dead?
They work for us now.
Only 2. Out of the 5, because 3 of them ran off.
Yeah. And if they come back, well, then we just have to kill more people. And or enslave them to work in a bar.
Oh, Jesus. But yeah.
And we did more talking with, a Gutsborn. And got a bit of information about what happened to Mindor itself. And Azari casually dropped that she is part of a royal family. Casually.
And what did the Gutsborn do right before leaving?
He gave Hanari a coin.
A symbol.
I'm gonna call it a coin. It was, like a family crest.
It was a crest, yeah.
Oh yes, don't forget reactions.
Yes, don't forget reactions. You have that note.
I have 2 of them.
Alright. Yeah, that is where we left off for last session.
Did you do that all without looking at the notes?
Yes.
She's actually not too bad at doing that.
Yeah.
This is why I haven't been doing it. Like, no.
We had, in our last campaign, we had one player, Silver. He took
No notes.
He took no notes, could remember everything that happened in basically almost every session, and he also figured out the main story about 3 months into the campaign. Through hints. And I'm like, fuck you, stay quiet. So he had to stay quiet for... When did you guys figure out the main story after he figured out what? Another 4 or 5 months after he figured out the main story?
Mm-hmm.
He figured out the main story before the rest of the party even found out, like 4 or 5 months prior. It's like, fuck you, stay quiet.
Good for him.
Oh, he was a smart bastard. He was also fun to play with. I would have invited him to this campaign, but his new work schedule is way too fucked for it.
Sounds familiar.
So,
as we're missing someone for their messed up schedule.
yeah, but his is just a fucked sleep schedule.
Own
That's it.
making.
So, as you guys are sitting in there, what would you like to do with the two bandits that were there with you?
We're gonna tie them to a bed while we went about our day.
I mean, they became submissive. They stayed relatively submissive at this point. They didn't seem to want to run or anything.
That's because
Make them fix
Fitz
the
threatened to
tub.
hang one.
Well, one is currently unconscious while the other is currently just looking about at the rest of you as he sits there.
I think Faith and Azari are still in the closet in the back corner.
Yep.
We're just chilling in a pantry.
Yeah.
Fine.
Of course.
Yeah, and I was the last one talking to him. So
Yeah. Yeah, and Bit was there, but, well, Bit doesn't talk anyway, so.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have anything I want to ask him. I already talked to him last week, kind of. I already got what I needed to know. So, and I asked them if they wanted to join us. So, guess I could be like, hey, you guys want to accompany us to the winter home or whatever? We're gonna go learn some knowledge.
If it's there.
Yeah.
Do you want to come to school?
I want to go to school, learn some knowledge.
We could say, like, if we're gonna go out on the town, we could see if they'll stay here and just watch the place. If we trust them that much.
Well, there's not much that they can take, is there?
Exactly.
Make them clean up the dead
who's the
buff.
big boy in the corner? Excuse me?
Oh, I accidentally pulled one out. So that is basically the older brother. I did find different images of them.
Just not chonked?
I found better images of them. So that is the older brother, and that is the younger brother.
Okay.
Alright.
So you guys can actually see what they look like. Currently, you don't have any names, though.
Well, two of us are chilling in the closet, so. Or in the pantry. Shouldn't say not closet, pantry.
You are in the closet, let's be honest.
So the older brother, who is conscious currently, will look at you there, Alclin. So, what would you have of us now? Now that you and your friends have this place, it seems.
I'll just say to him, well, we have some learning to do at the college here. So that's kind of our next destination, but maybe you guys stay here and watch the place for us. Make sure nothing, goes wrong. You also need to heal up. It looks like you guys have taken a pretty bad beating, which, by the way, sorry about that.
Well, we tried
No, we're
robbing you,
not.
so it's fine. So, what is your name? And we never caught it yet. Well, I haven't. He's asleep. I'll tell him later.
I am Alclin Orznoff.
Alright. My name is Jonathan. Jonathan Joe Grun. And that's my younger brother, Joseph. Joseph Joe Grun.
This
Are you
is a
fucking kidding
JoJo's
me?
reference!
Fuck you.
I heard Jonathan and I'm like, don't you dare!
Yeah, it's Jonathan. It's Jonathan and Joseph Joe Grun.
You motherfucker.
I named him like 20 minutes before session. I was
I
like,
mean-
I want to make a joke.
To be
Alright,
fair,
I'm
this
leaving.
is not
Bye.
my fault.
Just like.
I'm just kidding.
Ashki had a stand. This is my fault.
Oh,
I'm too sick for your bullshit.
Can I call you JoJo for short?
Jotaro.
Only my brother calls me JoJo, and I call him JoJo.
Joji.
But yeah.
I expect them
Well
to be an
then,
astral self monk,
Jonathan.
an ancestral guardian barbarian.
Just train them to be like that.
What say you, Jonathan and Joseph? Will you guard this tavern for us for our return?
Joseph
Keep
does
it
not
safe
answer
haven?
since he is asleep.
Unconscious?
Joseph's knocked out.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
have a
Jonathan will.
moment there.
Jonathan can watch this place if you'd like.
Cool. Thanks, Jonathan.
I guess I should let you know there is more of us back at the hideout. And well, if the boss is dead, I don't know what everyone would want to do.
Tell me of this hideout.
Just a simple place we bought out. It's just kind of like an underground home almost, and we renovated a bit to be someplace where we all meet up and use as a place that we drop off any items we steal, money, that sort of thing.
Where is it located?
Down one level in the merchants circle.
Urgent circle. Anything special I need to look out for in terms of an entrance?
It's more so just kind of, unless you know which alley you're going down, you're not going to find the cellar entrance to it. It's more so you have to find the cellar, like just kind of a hatch in an alleyway that leads down towards this underground home. It's built underneath some other places.
Okay.
And I can show you later if you'd want. Like I said, I'm not sure how the artists
absolutely.
would handle it. There's about 16 more of us, give or take. Other than the 3 who ran off. I don't know if they're ever coming back.
Okay. Well, I say you two rest up here for the time being. We'll go do what we need to do, and then when we come back, we'll head there together. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Neat.
So yeah. Alright, what's
Did we
everyone
ever
else
find
doing?
a key for this place? Like to lock the door or anything?
Quinlan would have found one searching around.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because she's around
We
near
can-
the back of that.
We can lock up. I mean, if they're staying, but we don't have to, but...
I mean, I don't want to get rid of the body.
Alright. Fair enough.
Sure, we could throw it in a barrel. Put it in the back.
Oh.
Let's toss it in the alley.
Toss it in the alley.
Jeez.
My nose hurts thinking of this.
The way I see
Throw it
we
over
ain't
the
gonna
railing
give
and hope it lands in a lava pit.
There are lava pits.
Yeah.
There are lava pits down below because you are in a mountainous range that used to be an active volcano, and there are active volcanoes in the area that they have lava flowing into for foraging.
So what? We get a bucket and we put the body in like a wine bucket, and then
A
just throw it in
barrel?
the lava. A barrel,
Bucket.
thank you.
Just
A
Or we
bucket.
just push him off a ledge and make it look like he suicided.
Yeah.
I mean, with lava itself, falling in lava, barrel or body, it doesn't really matter at that point. Nobody's gathering it as long as it hits.
And we gotta carry a body around.
Yeah,
Into
a barrel
lava.
is less suspicious.
Just looking a barrel around.
That's what I'm saying. Put him in a barrel.
Who says we're gonna lug it anywhere?
Uh,
Find a hill and let it go wee.
well, Faith would like to see if the school's here, because last she heard it could be here today.
I look at Jonathan, who's currently awake, and say, "Do you know how to dispose of a dead body?"
I don't handle that side of this group. We rarely do kill. We mostly just mug and main. But whenever we have killed, there is 3 back at the hideout who we had to deal with it. They're a bit weird.
Okay, how about this? We'll dispose of the body later then. I don't think we should handle it. We should handle this to professionals.
Or
Yes, we call
They
them the
can
Pillar
go.
Men. No, I'm joking. Just have 3 guys back in the high called the Pillar Men.
or we can send one of you guys and like, oops, something happened. Want to dispose of your old boss?
That's a possibility.
Hey. But yeah, no, I'm gonna check out the school with Faith, because, you know, apparently I shouldn't be a liar.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Let's all go to school then.
If it's even there today.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just. I don't have anything that just deals with dead. I have a scroll of reincarnate, but I can't use it.
Let's not use it on the person that I knew.
Technically,
So, like, I have ashes, but in character, I don't know I have
ashes. You know, a convenient spell that's useful, and I can't use it.
Thank you for unmuting.
it's like, oh, she unmuted. Great, double the sound.
Yes.
All right, so with that, then the rest of you are just going to have these two handle the tavern, and then head off to see if the wizarding school is here.
I want to go to Hogwarts. Yes.
That's Faith's plan. So
All right. So yeah, the two of
I
them.
know
will-
Azari wants to bathe at some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Faith
Plan
would like
A,
to bathe
find
too.
bath.
Quinlan would as well.
So I'm assuming Azari and Faith, you guys are stepping out of the back room.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Oh my god, they're out of the closet. Hit. Hit.
Ah.
June.
well, Jonathan will just kind of bring his brother upstairs to a room and such after finding a key for a room, so that way he can kind of make sure his brother's like okay.
All right.
Fuck off, Matthias. You're the one that named your fucking characters.
Now, the only thing
Let me make gay jokes. It's Pride Month.
The only thing that you guys definitely don't know is, are there any other patrons at this tavern in rooms?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Deal with the bodies.
Why don't we just shove them all in the bath?
Yeah. Let's shove them all in a barrel and stick them in the bag.
I will just shove Joseph right there, and Jorgen will come down here. That's a latrine. That is a public
Not
bathroom.
shove them in there.
Then let's put her body in the shitter.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, depending on the type of bathroom, people won't notice.
That's if there is anyone here.
That wouldn't be a bad idea to check if there's any people besides us that were checked in.
Any other room keys that are missing?
As you go and look, there are 2. The one that Jonathan just took, and one other than your guys's. There's 3 in total, but you guys would know that your key is missing. So
What
there's
room is it
the-
to?
that you don't know because nothing's really marked.
Great, I'm gonna take all the keys and systematically check rooms.
All right. So that's gonna take you good old about 35 minutes, if you wish.
Yeah.
Just because of how many rooms there are. There is a total of, other than the one that Jonathan is using for his brother, your guys's, and the one that's missing, there is 18 other rooms.
Okay.
You feel like dividing and conquering?
I mean, if we split up the keys.
So yeah, there's
Although
18
they are
keys there.
marked.
18 by 6 is only 3 each.
But
But
they
then
aren't
if you
marked.
don't have any
Yeah.
of the
That's
keys
true.
for your 3 doors, then it just makes it longer. So I'm
That's
just
true.
going to take all the keys and go try each key one at a time. If it opens the door, I'm going to leave the key in the door, so it can be marked later.
Okay.
All right.
Please don't choke on your food.
Too late.
She's done.
Okay.
My throat is more closed off than I thought it was.
So,
it's
who's all
doing
going to
it.
help Azari with that then?
Join her.
I'm gonna grab some Advil.
I thought you were going to school, that's why I started doing this. Not gonna
Oh.
lie.
Well,
I wasn't going to
no.
school. I don't need anything magic.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fine. Then never mind. I guess Faith and I will be venture.
Back to school. Back to school.
Yes.
Okay, so
Not like I
Prove to
don't-
Daddy that I'm not a
after about
fool.
30 minutes, you would have all the doors kind of properly with the proper key section. And then you
Okay.
can see one door at the very end of the hall upstairs is not locked, or does not have a key.
Can I knock on the door?
No response.
Can I knock on the door again?
Still no response.
Can I try to open the door?
Locked.
Break it down.
Gonna kick it in.
If
I
only
mean,
we
we
had a
own the
rogue.
place.
If only we had a rogue that could probably pick the lock.
Only.
Yeah, I'll try to force the door open.
Okay, make a strength check as you try to force the door open instead of getting bit. Who is downstairs currently at a table.
9.
Wait, I guess.
You go and shoulder check the door, and you bounce off.
Do I hear a ruckus from the inside of the door?
Nope.
Okay. Now we will yell for the cat.
Okay. Alright, so Bit will come upstairs, and he'll just kind of look at you, just kind of like, what?
Can you unlock it?
Does he have any tools, actually?
He has claws.
Does he have tools, though? Because his claws aren't exactly going to pick a lock. He does have tools on him, yes. They're a bit older, and, well, shit, because where he came from, but they should do for now. Alright, so that'd be a good old sleight of hand check for...
What'd you roll?
On that one.
Oh, yeah. Welcome
Yeah,
to
what-
D&D's
what
biggest
happened?
enemy,
I'm
doors.
assuming they just snap. He stops and looks at me and just goes, no.
Yeah,
I
so
can't
you
open."
hear just small clicks here and there as he's working on it, also just and he just looks at it and into snapped in half old ass fuse tool.
Can I try to break down the door?
Yeah, if you want to try to go for a strength check.
Yeah. Let's see it there. Oh, I'm so sick. Is that a 6? If the dot is on the bottom, is it a 6 or a 9?
That'd be a 9.
The
12.
dot shows where the bottom is.
12. So you go and kind of slam into a door as well, and it seems to kind of give a little bit, but not enough to actually break through. As rundown as this place is, the doors seem at least relatively secure.
Well, let's
here and
try this
there.
One more time.
I mean, Bit can try with his claws.
But if the both of us hit the door,
Yeah.
At the same time.
Well, if you so wish. Both of you strength check same time. What'd you get?
I didn't roll.
a nat 20.
Into a total of. So that'd be your strength plus an extra
23.
2. Plus an extra 2?
18.
You only have a plus 1 to your strength there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 23 and 18. Yeah, so you're both able to just kind of force away, and you feel the door give as you kind of both kick into it, and it just kind of swings on open and slams into the wall.
Using my 300 feet of dark vision, what do I see?
As you go and look into the room, you can see the room seems to be kind of disorganized, and you can see what seems like just books kind of sprawled about onto the floor and everything.
I'm just gonna kind of like motion for everyone to stay back. Does it look like the place has been like I don't want to say ransacked, but like someone has been in it recently?
Looks like somebody may have been in here maybe about a day or two ago, but give or take, like you can see some food that seems a bit more fresh, so definitely somebody's been in here within the past few days, but who knows when they were last in.
Okay, can I take a look? Can I do an investigation check and just like take a thorough look at everything?
Yeah,
After
sure.
I've like waved to everyone else to come in.
Yep. Yeah, it's a roll investigation.
Can I help?
Do you have proficiency in it?
Investigation?
Yep.
Yes.
So that would give Hinari advantage then, if you were doing a help action.
11. 12.
12? Okay. So after kind of looking about a bit, it does seem like somebody was here at least a few days ago, within the past like 3-4 days. But they haven't been here definitely within the past, at least a minimum of 2 days. It's been without somebody living here. As you kind of look about the books and such, you notice that quite a few of them are on books about what seems to be the elemental planes and such.
Okay.
And you do find one bag kind of left over with some what seems to be clothing left behind. Very large clothing.
Oh. Like like bigger than me clothing?
Yeah, larger than any of you.
I think we found
I'm just gonna
Goliath.
turn around like with the clothes. I think we found him.
It just kind of from the door kind of pokes his head in, just like you see a smile on his face slightly of just like fuck.
Oh, that's what I did, that's why. Well, what do we do now? I mean,
Well,
if he's gonna come here.
He will come back, so we can always just hold his stuff until he gets back.
Oh, my dice are shit today.
You can unmute if you want.
Just easily move everything into a different room, so he has to come talk to us about it.
Yeah? Well, what do you guys think? Do you think if we leave, if he's sorry, I can't breathe out of my nose.
You
Do
could
think-
put his son in the room.
Yeah. That's like painting a target on our back, buddy. Oh, my D6s are doing good at least. No, definitely not.
We move all of his stuff from a different room. So we have it. So we're like holding it as a hostage. His
Yeah,
stuff
but
is
what
now a hostage.
What if he doesn't care about his stuff?
Then Faith gets books on magic. Win-win.
That's pretty fair logic, actually.
We have like 17 other rooms to hide the bodies in right now.
Well, what do you guys think, Faith?
It's gone.
We're
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I ain't
Oh
here.
fuck, I was
Is
not
you
paying
me-
attention.
I'm fucked up, yeah.
Well, oh, it's because I went to go get Advil. I was like, why do I feel like I missed something? What
drugs.
happens when you have a cold? Well, I mean, I guess that's really the only thing we can do is just hide his stuff. Right?
And if he seems to not have a problem, we just tell him his room got broken into and he moved it so no one would steal it.
Yeah. That seems fair to me. And I'm just gonna start picking up all the stuff.
Not
Well,
incorrect.
everything. I want to kind of skim through and see if I find anything that would be out of the ordinary. Well, I'm assuming they're all magic books, so if he just casually had, like, culty stuff, and or if there's more ritual knives in this.
So none of the books seem to be about magic itself. They seem to be just be like history books about the elemental planes, like of just general knowledge of the elemental planes, of history with them, of anything like that, knowledge of elementals itself and the planes that they come from. You don't find any daggers.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys are just gonna move into one of the rooms that you know of?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Now, the only thing is, I guess this kind of helps in our favor, is that we kind of broke the door. So, what do we tell him when he comes in? And he's like, who broke my door? Who stole my stuff?
We caught someone trying to steal his stuff.
Wait, should we say it was his kid?
Yeah. Fuck it, throw him under the bus. He was trying to steal your shit.
And he accidentally ended up dead.
Oh, whoop.
So while you guys are upstairs doing this, Alkaline, Jonathan's going to kind of look at the bodies and look back at you. So what are we going to do about those? Because those are out in the open. That door, as he points at the front door, is unlocked.
Well, I'm downstairs still. I thought I left. Whoops.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
did
thought
you-
you left too.
Oh, did you go with Quinlan and Faith?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I missed that part then. All right, so yeah.
I'm not
He is
here.
downstairs wondering, front door unlocked, bodies on floor, what do?
Well, once we're done moving everything else, we'll deal with the bodies.
Okay. Yeah, so after some time, you guys come back downstairs and you will be asked, what are we doing about those? Because front door is unlocked and I don't have a key.
I don't have a key either. I don't think any of us have keys, really.
Quinlan
Did
took it.
Quinlan pass the key on to someone else?
No, because Quinlan didn't think that far before leaving.
No, Quinlan was waiting for you to tell me that when we left so that I could say I'm turning around and locking them all in.
You guys
'cause I don't
left a
trust
while ago.
anybody. You know, waiting for the cut, whatever. I was gonna lock them in. Not gonna lie.
Alright.
Pretty fair,
I
actually.
mean, if you
would
locked it
too.
from outside, then Jonathan has no idea that it's locked, because there's no window
Yeah.
on the door. He just thinks it's
I'm
unlocked.
gonna drag the bodies upstairs to hide them.
Okay.
I legitimately was gonna lock them all in. There's a body. I killed it. I'm already wanted. Of course I'm locking it up.
Alright. So, you guys go and finish moving the bodies there. And for Quinlan, Faith, and Alkaline, you guys are heading off to go see if the university is here.
Yes.
Wanted to go get
I guess I should say I'm gonna leave the scimitar I took off one of the dead bodies.
Yeah, since you're not allowed to walk around with it.
Yeah, with a weapon out. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Did anybody else actually take any weapons? I'm trying to remember.
I heard there was a crossbow, and I probably would have snagged that.
Yeah, that was a heavy though, I believe, or no. No, that was off the
heavy.
No, it was not heavy because Big Man did have a heavy on him, but there was also the other one that the other bandit had, which I just gotta go check what it was.
Because knowing me, I would have kept one and stashed.
That's a light crossbow, so you might be able.
Did it have?
It had standard 10 with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I probably would have snagged it and hit it.
Roll me sleight of hand to see how well you can like hide it before you leave. Of course, this will be before you leave the tavern. Because even though it's a light crossbow, it's still not a hand, so it's not too small. It's still got some mass to it. The heavy crossbow, I will say, you could not hide that at all in public. That is, no, that's gonna be seen.
Oh, well, hold on. It landed on an angle. Hold on.
Yep.
15 total.
15? So yeah, you're able to, with basically how your bag is and your wings, are able to kind of conceal it. As long as you don't really use your wings, you should be fine. Keep them kind of closed in like a curtain, almost like a cloak around yourself. You should be able to hide it roughly along with your bag itself.
100%. Because yeah, the heavy I would have just left there.
Yeah, because the heavy crossbow, there's no way to hide that.
Yeah, but the light, I wanted to try and take that with
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. All right.
Is it just a normal light crossbow with 10 bullets?
Yep. Yeah, just a standard.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, considering also the yeah. Since the heavy crossbow is a two-handed anyway, so yeah, there's no real way to hide it. I mean, the light crossbow is technically two-handed as well, but it's not the worst. So, yeah. So you guys are heading off to there? Anything you guys want to talk about as you're on your way?
Yeah,
Maybe just...
Ryan, we said that last time, and then we found out I was allergic to Dayquil, so...
Yeah, it's Advil, though. Like, you've had Advil all the time.
I used to have Dayquil all the time. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know, just probably general small talk.
How's it going, sports fans? How's the weather up there?
I'd probably mention, like,
Any
we
of
should,
us know where we're going?
Yeah,
Nope.
They told us where to look. Yeah? The
I
guard
know, I'm
told us where
joking. It's more so it connects, to the hangar.
Yeah, I know where we're going. We just have to head back. We just have to head back to the hangar.
I feel like we've been walking in circles.
We're just going back the way we came when we got here.
Uh-huh. Sure.
The guard, when we were coming in, said that it would be kind of off beside the hangar. There'd be like a dock or of some kind.
The drunk guard.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Got nothing else to go off of. We can ask another person. Maybe they know.
So as you guys are kind of walking, you do see a group of about 3 or 4. Ooh, is Adam dying? Ooh, Adam's dying.
Oh, he's back.
Bye, B.
I can't see him. I can't see him on my screen.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The dinosaur might be really fucking him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so currently for everybody watching, there's a thunderstorm warning that is for Beef, me, Azeri, and Quinlan. So the 4 of us, we'll see how that goes. If me and Azeri die, well, there goes session. So we'll see how that
you
goes.
Die, I'd be fine. That's how this works.
Throw shit at you. Anyways, so yeah. Oh, there's Beef. I think.
Oh, hey, I can see him on my screen now too.
Yay!
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, now I can hear you without being a robot. All right, so yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, so as I was saying, about good 20, 30 feet ahead of you, you see about 3-4 robed, kind of younger-ish, kind of mix of human elves just kind of walking and such. They seem to be heading towards the hangar itself.
See, I told you we were going the right direction.
Congratulations.
You know, sometimes the sarcasm hurts.
Oops.
Yeah, well,
Tell
It's
you
fine.
what, I'll try to hold the comment back next time.
I grew up with 2 older brothers. It's fine. I get it. I understand.
Did they yodel?
So yeah.
Sorry, I
What?
missed like a lot of that. Sorry, guys.
You said 2 Yolder
that's fine there,
brothers.
Beef.
Oh,
You guys are just currently walking, and you can see that there's a group of robed, kind of younger people of like human elf kind of mixture, 3 or 4 of them, walking towards the hangar itself.
this will only look slightly out of place. Be fine.
Why are
You
you
wanna
saying we're
ask
gonna
him?
look out of place?
I mean, they've got robes on. I'm in a winter coat.
It's cold out.
It's true.
So, as you guys are kind of walking about and such, good maybe 20 minutes later, you find yourselves, you can see the large kind of overhanging doors with the kind of magical screen put over top for scanning for items and such, and all that if you wish to go out.
I'm just sitting there like, oh man.
Dude, I'm waiting out here.
I look at both of you, I'm like, guys, I can't go in.
Why?
I have a light crossbow on me.
Oh, wow.
What? I
Why
wanted to
did
stay
you-
armed in case we got jumped again.
Refresh my memory. Who took care of the last problem? Without a weapon.
Well aware.
I mean, I punched him with fire. That was kind of cool.
Yes, that was kind of cool. How did you do that? Hmm.
Magic. Ooh.
I don't think it was a spell I normally can use. Maybe it's something to do with my heritage?
We'll have
Matt,
to look into that.
Sorry.
Go for it.
What's
I
up?
was just gonna ask, is there an alleyway that I can hide this crossbow in?
There's a few alleyways if you want to throw a crossbow into it.
I'm determined to go in this place.
Well, no, this is the gateway in and out of the city itself. This isn't to the.
Oh.
This is the gateway you guys first came in.
Sorry, I thought
Yeah.
it was my.
No,
bad.
this is
I'm
just to
stupid.
the hangar. This is between the
stupid.
hangar and the city
stupid.
kind of entrance.
I'm stupid. Got it.
You
And
know,
You
Fa-
can see, the rest of you, as you kind of approach closer, you can see from beyond the magical veil of the hangar's kind of doorway, you can see connected to the side of the mountain floating there, the large and almost awe-inspiring university floating just barely connected to a dock by one singular stone-like bridge.
Faith gets visibly excited, like golden retriever energy. Like,
Dippy steppy.
okay, well,
He stomp, she stomp, she stomp, he stomp, he stomp.
well, we gotta leave to get there. We have our arcane focuses on us, and they'll probably set it off. unless
do
can
we have
just
to go back
talk
through the gate? Or I thought we were just
'Cause it's-
passing by it.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about. Are we going through a gate to get to this university?
Well, you have to head on to the hangar, and so far you guys have only entered, so it's up to you if you want to approach the game, find out from a dwarf guard that's nearby, if it's through the magical veil itself, or if there's another one for exiting. because you guys have only really entered for now. You guys haven't tried to leave.
Well, sure. Faith will be like, well, I'll figure it out and walk on ahead.
All right. So as you go and approach, there is a guard kind of near the gates and such if you want to go ask him.
Yeah, I'll just excuse me.
Yeah.
We're my friends and I are looking to go into Winterhelm. Do we have to go back through I don't want to call it customs. We have to go back through the same way we came into the city, or is there a different way? So, because we're still staying in town, it seems inconvenient to have to get checked.
Well, if you're
going
not,
in and out.
if you're not going and getting any equipment or anything, then there's that one. He points off about 20 feet, or you can see kind of large, kind of brass door that when people approach, seems to swing open through basically a mechanism of a guard pulling on a lever to open it up.
It's not even as fancy as you made it sound.
Nope. There's a lot of magical in this city, but it's very much certain things won't be as magical.
Same energy is rolling down the windows.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that one. Well, he will explain that if you guys aren't going to go check items in and out, if you don't need to really pick up anything from where you dropped your shit off, then you can just go straight through that gate.
Only thing I could think of is my sword, but that'd be a pain in the ass to check in and out all the time. I'll just say, oh well, that's excellent. Thank you very much, and I'll trot off back towards the other two, or towards the door, and kind of wave to the other two.
All right.
So what'd you find out? Can I keep my weapon?
Well, as long as we can use this metal door if we don't plan on, since we're staying in the city and we don't plan on grabbing equipment or anything, we can just use this door to go in and out of the Winterhelm and the city walls. So as long as we don't draw attention to ourselves or one of ourselves, we should be okay. Just keep it hidden.
Hey, I'm not firing unless I'm fired at.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
That's the idea.
Yeah. Hey, so as you guys head towards the brass gate and you do go through it, you feel on one of your shoulders, it doesn't matter really which, but you feel on your shoulder just heat start to form heavily for a moment as you pass through the gate, and then the heat disperses.
What are you barking, ass dog?
You guys feel that?
Come on.
Yeah.
Does anybody have exposed shoulders, or are you guys all bundled in that sense?
I have exposed shoulders.
I'm pretty sure I'm wearing my leather armor still.
Quinlan, you have exposed shoulders, you said?
I do, yeah.
Well, on your shoulder, you can see what seems to be a kind of dwarven warhammer with a imprint right onto the head of it of an anvil. Kind of almost mark up here on your shoulder.
It's like getting stamped in and out of the bar.
Yep. That way you can come in and out without worry. Unless you go through customs. Yeah, it's just like if it's like, oh, I'm going to go step outside the bar quick, so that way they know who you are, and they just go dunk.
So did it just imprint on my pauldron?
Nope, it is directly body. So it's on your shoulder itself. It goes through any clothing or armor and just goes magically on.
Nice.
So who had it exposed, Quinlan or Faith?
I have a big winter coat on.
Quinlan.
Yeah, so Quinlan, you can see it, and the rest of you, Faith, you just through magic knowledge, you can tell that this is probably the same thing you have on your shoulder.
Yeah.
So I look at her shoulder and go, hey, that's a cool tattoo. Wait, hold on. Oh, you're sick.
Yeah. So yes, this seems to be Mindor's symbol itself. of basically just a dwarven warhammer with an anvil imprinted right on the head.
This better come off later.
Yeah,
I have
this
a
better
feeling
not
it'll
come
come off. I have a feeling it'll come off when we come back through. 'Cause by the looks of it, it's just a way to say, "Oh, we're in town. We can just go in and out."
Well, that's nice and easy then.
All right.
So you guys are going to head to Winterhelm then?
School. Yeah, go get
So-
some learnt on.
Yeah, so as you are approaching the bridge, you can see just there's a few people actually exiting from, there's groups of people. There seems to be at least two kind of almost like, not so much air balloons, but just basically what seems like almost boats with kind of some kind of flying mechanism put over, so that way just kind of air, yeah, sky boats, there we go. And from each skyboat, about anywhere from 8 to 12 people kind of dispersing. There's a few skyboats, and they seem to be all in kind of ear robes or some kind of lightish clothing, and they head towards the bridge. And as you guys are walking, a rough estimate, you can see about 50 to 70 people are going across the bridge right now into Winterhelm. So they seem to be people that have either traveled here for Winterhelm knowing that it's going to be here soon, or people that may live in the area and just have ways to get in. Or even ones that went into the city for the night and then are going back to Winterhelm.
Well, it looks like there's some sort of attire. That was a comment for everyone. That was out loud.
I just like I look straight down and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not really meeting that attire, am I?
I mean, these look like people that have been here before. Maybe we'll get the rundown when we get there.
Be the first time I've worn something less than normal. Let's just keep going. Remembering the
Sure.
first time you saw me.
All right.
Do any of is there anyone that kind of stands out, or is it all just kind of
Just
the
mix
same?
mix and match of people. Just seems to be either who knows what they are exactly, or students, or people that may work for Winterhelm, or who knows what, or even just visiting.
No one that just stands out of the crowd besides the tiefling, half elf, and bird man.
There's quite a few races. There is up ahead
Yeah.
you can see at least like 3 Aarakocra that land onto the bridge themselves, just flying in and such. They seem to come from some
Okay.
mountain area around here. They seem to be more so from this area, from how they know where they're going exactly.
Mhm.
So they might be
I meant
possibly.
so I might have worded that wrong. More like, or like,
Who else is dressed unimpressedly?
yeah.
With
It's varied in clothing. There's a few people that have robes that seem to be set for Winterhelm, while there's others that are more casually dressed of whatever they were wearing at the
Okay.
time.
Like us.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So we're
like
not just
so some
okay.
might be new. It's hard to say if Winterhelm has its own dress code for proper students, or maybe the robes are for people who are living in Winterhelm and traveling with it.
Okay.
Yeah, because Winterhelm is one where you don't have to stay. You can go and learn for if you are in the area.
Yeah. Okay. As we're walking, I kind of perk up, like, oh, what's his name? What was the Minotaur's name?
have it written down.
I have it written down too somewhere. No, I just wrote him as Minotaur.
I have it. I have it. Don't worry. I have it. I have it.
Maybe it's Manny.
And I don't have nearly as many notes as you do. It's Clayrock.
Clayrock, yep.
Maybe we'll Clayrock had mentioned that he wanted to come here. Maybe we'll see him. Do we see
Does
a
he have-
Minotaur that we recognize?
Roll me perception, since it is about 50 to 70 people roughly. Like a Minotaur would stick out quite a bit if you do see him, but it's still like a mass of people going across this one bridge.
I guess I'll roll perception too.
Yeah.
21 total.
Oh, fuck. Do I even need to?
I mean, if you want to, if you can see him or not. Like if Faith succeeded, then Faith would be able to see. But it's up to you if you want to be able to see too. If you want to try for it.
So hold on. It's a perception, right?
Yep.
18 total.
18. Okay. Yeah. So the two of you, as you kind of look about, you can see closer to the main entrance. You can see what looks like a Minotaur up ahead, but you're not sure if it's Clayrock or maybe possibly another Minotaur that is from maybe this city, or even one that just lives with Winterhelm.
Okay.
Hey, do you see the Minotaur over there, Faith?
Yeah, maybe. Don't want to sound racist. Maybe that could be him. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of people, and he's quite a ways away.
Kind of looks like him though.
Are you saying all Minotaurs look alike?
Oh,
No. But you
What
know,
do you mean, you people? No, I'm kidding.
like, no,
I
it's
had to
just
get the stream canceled.
when you're in a crowd, usually when there's a giant horn sticking up, you know.
She points to her horns, like.
I'm sorry, but I'm not much better.
I will throw in Discord for you guys to see in just a ReadySetRoll. This is generally what you would see ahead of you. Just the very first bridge. Just replace that with a stone one.
Okay.
But it seems to be multiple floating platforms conjoined together like that. So this is what you see.
That's cool.
Except for the water, because this is a frozen mountainous zone. So there isn't flowing water.
Or maybe there was.
There might be. I mean, there is the crevices there where possibly if it needs to be flushed and such, like if anything like flooding or whatever, they have ways to drain it out. But other than that, there isn't really anything actually pouring out of these crevices and entrances that are in the city.
I get into any shitty situations, I gotta flush it out.
Yep.
Dude.
You're welcome.
So yeah. So you guys start to slowly enter into basically the main area, which is past two bridges. The main one that is the stone one that connects that first platform. The first platform, you can see the tower seems to have some what looks like on top of it large iron golems with very large basically for them would be crossbows, for you guys would be ballistas. They seem to be guards at the first station for in case anything happens.
Keep it chill, guys. Just keep it chill.
And then as you go and cross into the second flowing platform, which is connected to the main island itself, it seems to be going into where the entrance is and such. As you guys are crossing the second bridge, you do hear something loud starting to come from the sky itself towards. And if you would look up, you would see a large brass dragon flying towards the school itself.
Panic.
Dargan!
Prettier than yours.
From the size of it, seems to be an adult, and it is a large brass scaled dragon, and it seems to be flying towards the entrance. And as it gets closer ground, you see it just shape into a more humanoid form and come down slowly, landing onto the ground and walking to the entrance.
What kind of humanoid form, Matthias?
Seems to be a tiefling form.
Okay, I was about to say if it's a goddamn Goliath, we're gonna have a problem.
No.
I'm not that rude.
Tiefling?
Yes, tiefling.
It's just Faith's dad.
My dad's an elf.
Are you sure about
You
that?
know of.
Your mom's an elf.
Your known
Both
dad is an
elves.
elf.
Yeah.
I'm joking, but yeah. So you see this large brass adult dragon just kind of shape into a tiefling, then come down onto the floor slowly in front of the doorway, and then start to enter into the University of Winterhelm.
Faith looks visibly more excited seeing that.
Yeah. From the way he is dressed, and you can see a kind of bag and some books that he's carrying with him and such. He looks to be more so dressed as though he is teaching. So it seems that this school has a brass dragon as a teacher.
God damn, that's cool.
It is cool. I wouldn't mind talking to him later.
Yeah.
We can find him.
Yeah. All right, so where would you guys like to go as you enter in?
Just whoever we have to talk to first, I guess. Is
Okay.
there like a receptionist or something? I don't know.
As you go and
Is there,
enter
like, a
into
lobby?
as you go and enter into like the kind of main entrance hallway, very large, high ceilings and such, about good, maybe about 80 to 100 feet high ceilings and such. Much bigger than it actually looks from the outside for this main building. So it seems that the outside has its size, but there seems to be kind of a dimensional shift to it from the magic itself of this school. As you go and enter, there is a kind of front desk area, and you can see what seems to be some almost constructs or automated kind of humanoid figures just kind of standing at the desks and such, just kind of greeting people and talking to people at the front desk of this entrance hallway.
I'll approach and
How
Yep,
tall
so-
is the ceiling? I'm very curious.
80 to 100 feet.
Is there like stained glass up there?
No, there's not stained glass, but there is what seems to be different kinds of almost glowing like gems being used as a light source for inside the building.
Ooh.
The walls themselves seem to be having quite a few different tapestries and such of different kind of symbols on them. More so with the coloration of the tapestries and the symbols on them would symbolize more so the schools of magic of what this school has.
Is there like
And
moving walls
and there
and
would
stuff
be-
going on too?
No, it's not full Hogwarts.
Oh, okay, no, I was curious. That's why I said
There is all the basic schools of magic, but then Faith, as you kind of look, there is one tapestry you don't recognize. Or sorry, two. And they seem to be side by side. They seem to be almost a kind of palish blue tapestry with like that of almost crumbling ground of a symbol kind of plastered over it, while the other tapestry is that of a whitish green almost, with that of a almost like grand clock like design over top of it.
oh, okay, I know what they are out of character.
Yeah, out of character,
yeah.
you realize what these tapestries are, but Faith is
Gravity,
like,
chronomancy. Yeah.
yep, these are two schools of Dunamancy, and they seem to be interlocked. They are sewn together almost like a spiral of the two tapestries in between them, kind of sewn together of the two different alternating colors, just kind of into a helix kind of shape connecting the tapestries.
How do you spell Dunamancy? Like that, I think.
Dune, Mancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Dunamancy, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't recognize those two? One and a half? I've never seen those schools before.
haven't seen any of these schools before.
I have no idea what I've seen and what I haven't seen.
This whole place looks fascinating. You're kind of leading the whole trope here, Faith.
Well, I'm sorry, I have to study to get my magic.
I
So
studied
have to
too.
learn. I'm not just born with it.
I studied too. I studied the wilderness.
Wow.
So as you guys are also going about the entrance, you do see what seems to be somebody going from the main area off to another kind of larger hallway and such, riding atop a drake with a bow along their back.
You know,
Oh, hell.
Alphen, I think your dragon would be welcome here.
Yeah, but I don't want to spawn him out just yet. I can only use him once a day.
I think you already used it.
I don't think
Didn't
that
you
counted.
I would say the very
Like-
first one does not count because that's his power awakening.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
was
just saw
gonna
the- I
actually
just-
ask you about that. Does the awakening count?
No, the awakening
No,
will
I
not
just-
count. You can resummon him once today.
Yeah, I was about to
So
say,
they died.
I just see the token on the.
Yeah, it's just because
on the-
I put one
Yeah.
there so that way we have a token at the ready.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's like, yeah, it looks like you're kind of staying that way. She's overwhelmed. There's a lot.
It
There's
looks
a
like
lot.
you're not one of a kind. That's what she's
You know,
trying to say.
as much as I'd love to stick around and watch you guys, I'm gonna go check out what this guy's doing. As I just kind of try and catch up to the guy on the dragon.
So just
You can
from
fly.
this, just from the speed that he's going, and the fact that he was about a good like 60 feet away in this hallway, and then going down like a certain hallway, and you don't know where he went after that, you would lose track of him quite quick,
Oh,
because there is branching hallways going along this building itself.
well, shit! So I lose sight of him, and I go, "Well, I'm
Yeah.
lost now." So I'll turn around back to the lobby. I guess.
Yeah.
Just like this point, be like, I lost him, guys.
Faith will kind of go up to the constructs at the desk or whatever and
Yep.
say, hi.
Yes. Hello.
We're just new to this whole to Winterhelm. We're trying to figure out what we're supposed to do. This is our first time being here.
I see. So you are new here. Good. Are you looking to stay with Winterhelm and travel with it as a student? Are you looking to just learn for whenever we are in the area? Or are you looking to possibly apply for a position of work?
I didn't know I
Depending
could
on
work
your
here.
skill level. We can put you to
Didn't know
work
I
as
could-
well if you wish.
Well, how long is it going to be in Mindor right now?
We usually stay at capitals for anywhere from 3 to 4 months.
I gotta the fucking the voice is fucking with my head for some reason.
Good.
Um,
I'm glad
I
it
hear
is.
it for months, and I go, "The fuck."
I mean, it is a construct.
oh. Yeah, I know.
I was
Um,
expecting like 3 days.
yeah, I wasn't expecting months.
Hey man, they want to make sure people learn as much as they can if they're not actually traveling with Winterhelm.
As much as I would love to stay and be a permanent student, I'll probably just be here while it's in Mindor.
I see. Just
I
so
can't
you
speak for
know,
those two.
it is 5 gold a day that you take a lesson here. And you have access to all facilities for 24 hours of that day, or from payment itself. So if you pay 5 gold now, you would have access to our facilities without any problems for 24 hours thereafter.
Now, what if we play gold in advance? How does that work?
You can if you wish. And then you would have access
just
for however
power.
many days, and when you have that access, and he'll kind of like reach down and pull out some almost like gemstone energized kind of bracelets. These will let us know if you're on the premises or off, and it will count down your time for you. You will be able to check how much time you have left, depending on how long you stay on premises itself. For we do not charge for if you are in the city or if you are out somewhere else, only if you are with Winterhelm itself.
Okay.
For
Is the
future
voice
reference,
fucking
if
with you?
No, I'm just face overwhelmed.
For future reference, if she were to ever decide to be a student, what's the pricing for that?
Depending on how
How does that
long
work?
you wish to travel with Winterhelm. For a year, which is our highest, it would be anywhere from, depending on what kind of program you wish to join and what you wish to learn and how long, for a year, on and off premises or always on premises, anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 gold for a year.
It's a lot of money.
High level magic is expensive.
Yeah. Face also doing the math in her head as I am. Is the year 365 days in this world?
A year is, I can tell in just a moment. I just gotta pull up my calendar. Da-da-da.
I think you've told us. I think you've told me before, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's just loading slow right now. There we go. There's the astral landmark. So the astral landmark is a total of 258 days.
One firefall would be 250.
Ripping us off.
No, because 5 times 258.
It's 1,290. I just
Magic, man. It's expensive.
Yeah, magic expensive.
There's also the fact that that's also depending on if you are going to do stuff. And there is ways to reduce the price, but that's the base one. You guys only asked about what roughly would be.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I have one more question really quick before you let me loose.
Yes, what is that?
And I point to the Dunamancy tapestry. What, I've never seen those schools before. Or schools 1, 2, because they're
Technically,
attached.
they are 2 separate ones, but under the same banner of kinds. They are the School of Dunamancy, but they separate into 2 separate ones, depending if you wish to learn the Dunamancy of Time or Dunamancy of Gravity.
Time.
Yes, time manipulation. It is a newer one that has been recently discovered in the past few years and properly studied. A group of adventurers found a book long ago that contained secrets of it and were able to hand it off to the college. And we have studied it and implemented into our studies.
I would kind of be, I don't know if they're paying attention, but if they pay attention to me, they'll kind of notice that I'm kind of more piqued and curious about the time aspect.
I think Face is still overwhelmed.
Also,
But
just
there's
for all
magic.
you in Discord, I did just put, and I pinned it, the astral landmark, which is the calendar of this world.
Oh, okay.
So that way you have what days are called, months are called, year is called, and all the months and days and called. And how
Okay.
long.
Sweet.
Okay. Faith will just that's fascinating.
You said this was your first time here, correct?
Yeah, it is.
One moment. And you see him just kind of, you see his eyes flashing kind of almost, as though like he's just communicating with something, and you can see what seems like a almost like sending stone like crystal embedded into like behind his ear, and you see the automated mouth kind of moving silently without any words coming out, as though it's just speaking to somebody. We do have a program, I have been reminded of this, that for any new students that wish to at least see without, if they cannot afford a full day, 3 days of touring the college itself, along with also being able to sit in with some classes to see what they wish to learn. If they can or cannot afford it, to at least try to save up then, or to at least see what it is like, if they wish to try and apply after knowing everything, that they have an opportunity to learn with us.
I'm trying to see if I could swindle. Could I sit on a class and just write things down in my book? But can I get away with that? Probably not.
I mean, you'd have to talk to corresponding teacher of that class.
Yeah. I don't want to swindle them. And what's the cost for that? It's just
3 free days.
just 3 free days just to sit in
And see what the school is like, yes.
oh.
You'd be a dum-dum not to do that one.
Yeah, we would. That's a very sure.
Okay.
That's special offer. 3 free days. Try it out.
Is that for all of us or just for Faith here?
That's
I
for
thought you
anybody that
took
wishes
off.
to.
Worth.
He would eventually come
What?
back, yeah. He would have been back before that, because he couldn't find that one person right away.
Yeah, I returned.
Okay.
I mean, we're 3 different people. Sure.
I think we would like that for each, free for each.
Yes, it's per person. For not everyone can afford our schooling.
Yeah, I'm game. Let's do that.
Right on,
Yeah, that's.
Okay. And you'll see him kind of pull out some parchment and an ink and quill. If you'd like to fill out your information here, we can get you set up with the program within at least the next hour to start.
Oh, excellent.
As
Is it just like just a basic? Sorry.
He is about to explain. The parchment
Okay.
is enchanted with Zone of Truth, so if anything false is put on, we will know.
All right.
So no lying.
I mean,
No lying if you're trying to get into a school. This is a prestigious magic school that travels the continent. They don't want fucked shit in here.
So
I'll
is
kinda
Quillen
look
going
at-
to get in trouble?
I mean, the school's not affiliated with the city.
No,
They're
it
just
really
at the
isn't.
City.
They just stop at
Yeah.
capitals. And, well, they don't stop at only capitals. They stop at some larger cities as well of the 3
Mhm.
countries, but mostly at
So
capitals.
what you're saying is we could hitch a ride on the school.
Somewhere,
to wherever
yes.
we want to go
Yeah.
But that's also
in the next
you
3
pay.
months. Yeah.
That's also you pay to travel with
That's
them.
only if they know we're there.
You think they don't
Well,
have
everyone's
ways?
roboting.
Yeah,
Oh.
a really bad robot over there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yay!
Oh, you're back.
There we go. But yeah, so yeah, I will say this for you there,
I'm
Neko.
allowed making snarky comments.
Yeah, but you
I know
heard
they
about
have surveillance.
the bracelets. They know if people are here or not.
I'll just ask, like, because he brings up the zone. Do you need? Because I go by 2 names. Do you need my birth name or the name I go by?
It would be your true name.
Okay.
The true name is for the document itself, but if you have a preferred name that you wish to go by, our teachers and our staff is very open. So we will we will call to you however you wish to be preferred, but this is binding to your actual self, this contract.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So yeah, the contract is more so just basically name, where you hail from, if you have any magical experience, what kind of schools of magic or any kind of magic, what you're coming to the school to learn about, if you're interested in anything specific, and basically more so, at least if you do know spells, what spells do you know it wishes to have it put down. The spells you know is kind of optional, but it would prefer if you did write down what spells you know.
Can I copy out my whole fucking book? God damn it.
Yeah, it sucks when you're a wizard.
I just kind of look at everyone.
Like, it's
I
an
see that,
optional
I'm
one. Like, you don't have to say every
Yeah.
spell, but eventually teachers will ask you, like, all right, what the hell do you know? Especially depending on what class
Yeah.
you take.
I know my spells, so I write the ones I know.
You guys just see Faith be like, pulls out her book, slams it down, starts fucking like.
I see this book and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Do your biggest hits. The ones that are the most similar, leave them off. Do your biggest hit.
The ones I use the most, silvery
All right.
barbs. That's it. That's it.
And with that, so as you guys are writing out that paperwork and going to be filled out for the proper kind of entrance almost, which will take about an hour before you're allowed to really roam the area past the Great Hall itself. What's everybody at the tavern doing? Azari and Hinari?
I would say I've kind of just been like hanging out downstairs, but not really with anybody.
Well, I would have attempted to leave.
All right. Yeah, door's locked from the outside, but there is a inside lock. It just Jonathan did not go near the door, so he did not see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and acquire some foodstuffs so we can at least eat while we're here.
Okay.
Come with, and I'll just follow her.
Okay. So as the two of you,
Jonathan's in charge, I guess.
yeah, Jonathan's in charge.
Well, Bit's there. Bit's in.
Bit is there too, so Bit would make sure nothing really happens. So as you two are kind of walking, you go and buy just some standard food. Wait, anything specific you two are looking for?
No, not really.
Can we go down to the nicer section and find a bathhouse? I demand a bath.
I think a bath would be wonderful.
Do we find a bathhouse?
Yeah, you can go down by like 3 levels if you want,
Yes.
which is going to take a while.
Yeah, you know, that's like 3 hours of walking.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a whole hour to walk down to the lower level from where you are, basically, because you have to travel through the different streets and all that to get to where the proper stairway is to go down, and then, of course, how far down it is. So, it'll take you about 2.5, 3 hours before you can find a bathhouse. So you would be within the smithing quarry, which is more so where the mechanical makers, the enchanters, the smiths, more so the prestigious class of dwarves live. Not so much a royalty, but where the higher end jobs are living, where the ones who have more money live. So the middle class almost, as you descend down.
I'm just kind of quietly following Azari, like not really sure if I should talk to her about what I saw, but like,
But yeah.
kind of be like, no.
So the first level you guys came from, that's the commoners' quarters. Then would be the market, and then the scholars, and then the smiths. Yeah. And then below that would be the royalty, and then the final level, the 6th one, would be of course, the actual capital's king's quarters almost. So there is 6 layers to this kind of descending almost caste system of common,
I had one more, I could
market.
have been in hell.
I know, right? So yeah, it's common, market, scholars, smiths, royal, king.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that we'll be okay at the tavern with those guys?
I missed all of that. Whatever.
Did you mute?
Sure, I'll mute.
Well, I'm pretty sure from what I saw, that Jonathan is terrified of Bit. So,
I mean, I'm
It's
kind of terrified
fine.
a bit, so. um,
something on your mind, Hanari?
as I just stuffed a Cheeto in my mouth.
You're a lot quieter than normal.
I'm afraid you're gonna be mad at me.
What would I have to be mad at you about?
Okay, so you know how I can do the inside voices and the outside voices?
Yes.
Well, I couldn't always do that. And with the inside voices and the outside voices, it comes with another another thing. Like I don't usually dream when I'm sleeping. I don't know why. I just don't usually have dreams. At least that's what Minda calls them. Minda calls them dreams. But every once in a while, I'll get the. Hold on one sec. My thing just died. Oh, there we go. I was like, wow, that was gonna be emotional. Um, every once in a while, I'll these pictures in my head at night. And the other night, I saw pictures of you. At least I think it was you. It kind of looked like you, but not really. It didn't look like you. Like a littler you.
Okay.
When you were younger. And at
The visible stopping of walking. It's just like, well, fuck.
there was, and she just like keeps walking, like oblivious to the fact that you stopped. There was like a beautiful dining room or a castle or something, and like I thought I saw a little one running, and so I tried to run after, but when the little one opened the door, there was I tried to I wanted to help the little one, but I couldn't. And they saw things that a child should not. And the pictures they got older, and they um it was the little one was beaten and bruised and I mean to see it. That's what I'm trying to say. So I thought that you would be mad at me because I think I also saw Bit too. It's hard to tell because I don't see pictures when I sleep most of the time. Mostly it's just black. So I don't know whether or not the pictures are true or like what I'm seeing.
Is Hinari's turning around to see if Azari's still there?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, you'd see that she stopped, like, 5 feet back, and she's just pale.
Oh no. You're mad at me, aren't you?
I'm sorry you had to see those things.
That's okay. So it was true?
Yes.
I try to like close the distance a little bit. I'm sorry that nobody was there to protect you. And I'm just gonna try and give a hug. But if it seems like something that like she doesn't want, then I will like you know, the other person be like,
Azari will accept your hug.
I love hugs.
I mean, at least I got away from my guard before getting there. Or this conversation probably wouldn't be happening.
That's very true. Did you ever figure out why?
It's one of the reasons I came for information on the clay water.
I thought they looked familiar. I'm still trying to figure out these. I think Minda calls them dreams. Most people where I come from, they dream all the time. But this is still very new to me. It didn't start happening until a couple of years ago. Normally, I don't see things that have happened in the past, though. That's new. Normally, it's just I can see what other people are dreaming.
Dreams tend to be happier things. However, I'm mostly stuck with nightmares.
My friend Midna, most people would call her the guardian of dreams. Because she, when the other village kids and all the younglings would have nightmares, she would always wake me up, tell me to go over. And so that's what I would do. And so she would just protect people's dreams. But I don't know if she can do that in this instance. But what I can do is at least try to help you find out what happened and why. We're here to help, okay? Lit?
Okay.
You need to speak up.
Fine. I will enunciate. I do truly appreciate it, Honori.
You know,
I know. No.
I can tell you, in Bit's dream, at least I think it was a dream. Now I'm really starting to question if they are dreams. In his dream, he was also surrounded by blood, and he was like dancing in the middle of nothing. So it's not the weirdest dream that I've seen so far. I think Bits is probably the weirdest.
No, he is a little off.
Yeah, he's kind of scary. Do you think he ever like takes his claws and just tries to like scratch his brain like through his nose? They're long.
Probably not.
He would make a good back scratcher.
He would.
Sometimes there's like one itch that I can't get. I like ask Faith to get it for me sometimes, but like she won't do it anymore. Maybe I should ask Bit if he'll scratch my back for me with his claws. Ryan just instant transition.
Okay, I did see that too. I'm like, what just happened?
What the fuck? But I'm not gonna lie. We all stink like ass. And we need a bath.
Well, we won't.
We won't stink. We're gonna smell great.
Continuing to the
I'm
bathroom.
gonna bathe at the school.
Faith is just gonna find a
Google
puddle of
Docs is
water
like
at the
having
school.
fucking heart attack.
I like can't tell who's talking because both Ryan and Beef have frozen on my screen.
Oh, what? Oh, shit.
I feel like my shit's fine.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When y'all are falling apart.
Everyone's internet's having some trolls today. But yeah, so after some time of travel, you both would find yourselves at the bathhouse. It seems to be relatively fine since you are in a much more higher end circle of this city.
Oh, a bath. I haven't had a bath since home. Where's my inventory? There it is. I want to go up to the clerk at the desk if there is one. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, so this kind of more broad-shouldered dwarven woman with kind of scraggly kind of coppery hair. How can we help you?
My friend and I would like a bath, and I'm not gonna lie, our whole party kind of stinks. But I haven't had a bath in like forever. It feels like. So, can we have like your best bath?
Oh, we're a communal.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so just the two of you?
Yeah.
That's 3 silver a person to have at least an hour within the communal bath.
Perfect. Slap down like 7 silver.
She's gonna kind of look at you just like, I said only 3 per person. You don't need to throw in the extra,
Right,
my dear.
sorry. That's okay. You can have it. I just want a bath.
Mighty kind of ya. And she'll go to back and she'll just grab you some fresh towels and such, face cloth and all that. And here you go. And even some robes that... These robes are enchanted, so they will fit any size. They'll change with you, in case you are different from what it looks like.
Sounds good.
And our change rooms and lockers are just down that hallway there, and then past that will be the ladies' area.
Did you just assume my gender? Just kidding. No,
Yes.
just gonna continue on to the bath.
She is going to assume your gender. And she's very much going to assume the changeling's gender.
The changeling that currently looks like female.
Yeah, that could literally, in the very middle of the room, just be like, I have a dick now.
Is man now.
It's one thing, you could change your gender at whim's nose. I hate it. It's like, because it's like, you could fuck with people so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I'm just gonna like head straight off. Like
Ready to go
yes.
have a bath.
So yeah. So as you enter in, it seems to be almost this kind of, like, almost naturally heated, almost like volcanic rock kind of spa, almost like just a natural spring built directly, and just has a kind of building built around it and all that as you enter.
How many other people are in here with us?
There's about 4 other people.
Okay.
Yep.
You'll kind of notice too, is there like the markings, like the markings that are on her face, they kind of extend down her back and on her arms and everything, but because she's wearing her clothes, you guys wouldn't have seen them, but they're all up her arms and up her back, like shoulders, and then up the back of her neck and like around her face.
All right. And with that, as you guys are having your nice bath, and you 3 are at the college, and Bit is who knows what with the brothers, because he ain't here anyways. We're going to go on a quick break for anybody that needs to use washroom, snack, food, drink, whatever you want to do, and we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes, give or take. So we shall be back.
Bro, if you like them, great, but
And we are back. All right, that was a not too bad break. Cheesy debates. Good job. All right, so.
Wait, you know what is superior to anything? The white cheddar cheesy puffs. I'm just saying.
So, Hinari and Zeri, you guys are just gonna hang around for a bit at the bathhouse?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we'll switch back to College of
They
Magic.
got like 3 weeks
Wait,
of
what?
grease in their hair. They gotta.
What?
got what?
3 weeks of travel worth of not bath, yeah. I need
Oh
some
no, I
scrubbing.
said I haven't bathed since I left my village.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Can someone remind me? Okay, when I died, was I like stabbed?
Yeah, you're stabbed.
I was stabbed. Okay, so I would have like a scar.
Yep.
From being stabbed. Where was I stabbed?
You were prone, and then
You got like
Mine was
stabbed.
chest.
I don't remember if you were on your back or something, but you got stabbed basically directly heart.
Okay, yeah. So I would have. So then, yeah, along.
It's either along back. It's either along back or chest, and you know what? We're just gonna roll for whatever the fuck you were at. 'Cause I don't remember.
because you just got.
It would go through. Yeah, like it would go through.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
want to go through, sure, go for it.
Then I guess that would be the other thing that you would see, Azari, is just like the stab wound from when I died. Hey, is Mahogany with us?
You don't know.
Well, Mahogany's seen us.
Free show.
Yeah, he's getting a
For
show.
OnlyFans. I'm trying my bathtub stream. Yeah. Hey, Azari, question for you. And we never did determine if the imp follows just me or if the imp follows everyone, right?
No, I don't think we figured that
Hold
out.
up.
Well, is it bit?
Came back. Sorry.
Nope.
Was it bit? Oh, never mind.
No, that was just
Did we-
Alclin dying.
Yeah.
Did we ever figure that out, Matthias? If the imp just follows me or if the imp follows the group as a whole? I don't remember if that was
You.
something you and I talked about. Just me? Okay.
Yeah, because the imp would try to kill you as soon as pact is broken.
And there was nothing saying I couldn't tell people that the imp just follows me, right?
Nope, the party all knew about that during when, because it was when signing the contract they would know that the imp would try to kill you.
Yeah.
It also said that the imp
would be traveling with us.
Yeah.
We never specifically said Hinari.
No, it was stated.
It was stated, I remember. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay,
remember
so
it being.
you guys know.
It was stated that the imp would basically travel with the group, but would stick to Hinari because if contract is broken, Hinari would be killed.
Okay.
Which means that technically imp would always, yes, travel with group, but following Hinari alone itself.
Yeah, so when we split up, okay.
It'll always be with you because contract knows when it's trying to be broken anyways.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure, because if the party did, probably let Azari know. Okay, cool. We're good. We'll go back to the magic nerds. We're taking
Gonna have fun with we're having a bath.
yeah. Priorities.
Cat is also having a bath.
All
When
right,
I come back controlling gravity, y'all gonna be jealous.
All right, so if that's the three of you are done with your sign up and such. Okay, just one moment.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all actually know my real name. You've seen me sign it. I guess so, because it's on the.
signed.
Yeah,
Much
it was
for
on the
everyone.
devil contract, and then it's on this contract or this waiver or whatever it is.
But didn't our names disappear as we signed them?
Yes.
On
Yeah,
the
but you couldn't
devil
read anything.
contract,
Yeah.
So no, none of us know each other's full names.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one that would. Because I think I saw them on my end.
No. Well, you were able to see that your friends had signed, but it was still it was still not readable for you.
I mean, you know my last name now.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh no, and we know Alclin's name because he just said it
Mm-hmm.
in the tavern.
Yeah,
You
Yep.
bastard.
but you don't know my last name.
You did say your
You
last
said it.
name.
What's your full
You did
name?
say your
Yeah,
last
Yeah, you said your
name.
full name.
I did.
You literally
Oh.
said your
Well,
full
okay.
name to him.
Matters.
It's not like you
Zarian,
have
I
a,
don't
it's
know
not
your
like you
full
have
name.
a. It's not like you have a secret.
Because apparently we put off sketchy vibes coming in covered in blood, so you didn't trust us right away.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So, as you guys finish writing your stuff out and going and all that and getting your new bracelets, on the paperwork, what would you have put for your certain school or what you're coming to the school for? Basically, your majors, minors, all that.
Oh my
Time to
god,
pick
I
your
gotta
degree,
look
kid.
at the. I gotta look at the thing again.
You're gonna drop $2,000. Pick a good one. All the change.
It's not
I'm
paying
not
for a year.
dropping 2K.
It's
Yeah.
free 3 days.
No, I know.
Get a free trial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like martial arts. Bring a buddy. They get 3 free classes.
You just get 3 free classes for just in general.
Probably for me, I would probably pick enchantment and conjuration.
Okay, if you're going
I
for a
opened the
school.
wrong-
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm assuming just also ranger as one.
I mean, I didn't know that was an option at this place.
It would there is some fine print of like if you aren't exactly a school-based spellcaster, but if you want to learn about certain schools as well.
Okay.
Because it's not like the classes are just there to teach you spells; they are there to teach you just about the schools themselves.
Okay.
But yeah, if you do have anything else, yeah, you would see a thing that would kind of fit yours for Draconic.
Yeah, which would be what, ranger?
Just the
Ranger
Draconic.
summoning?
Drake Warden.
Draconic summoning? Okay.
Yeah,
Like
it would be actually known. Yeah, so you would actually.
Yeah, I was just going off the schools of magic he just put here. I thought that would have been on the sheet, but if that's not on the sheet.
But yeah, Drake Warden's also on the sheet.
Okay, cool. Then definitely Drake Warden for sure, and then enchantment.
Okay.
I don't really know if I need conjuration. Would be cool if I could go see it. Don't need it.
So, what you want,
said
Drake
two.
Warden?
You
Yeah.
said two.
Well, you can go with just one major and one minor, or even no minors at all. You could just literally focus on one class. It's up to you.
It's our free trial. We can switch if we're coming back.
There's also the fact that you could literally, even if you are paying, you could just go to our classes. Just you would make sure to let somebody know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, probably then just Drake Warden and then enchantment for now. No conjuration.
Okay. Both a major or
Probably major Drake Warden, minor enchantment.
a. Okay.
Oh,
All right, Faith. What about you?
Faith's gonna put down a whole bunch of nonsense, a whole bunch of things. She's gonna put down graviturgy for sure.
Okay.
And then whatever we decided, like I would have to put to get that Witherbloom initiate.
That one was
Necromancy and evocation, I think.
let me just pull it up.
I don't know. It's druid and wizard spells.
Necromancy and transmutation.
And then yeah, I'm gonna put. She's gonna write a lot. She's also gonna put evocation because I know that's the spell I'm gonna take from the druid list is evocation. So
Okay.
What would you like to learn?
All right.
Yes.
if she had that option, she probably would just yes.
Okay. What all would be minor and major? Out of those four.
Well, you said graviturgy would have to be the major.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, and you can go
Yeah.
up to 2 or 3 majors.
Okay. Probably evocation and necromancy.
Okay, and
Along
then
with
trans would turn minor.
Minor, yeah.
Okay.
I don't need druidcraft. Look,
Okay.
I made a flower.
All right, and Quinlan.
The time thing, whatever that one is called again, I forget. My brain's
Okay.
small.
Chronomancy.
Thank you.
Or
Then the
Chronology.
Chronology. Yeah. Okay.
Transmutation and would be the two. I'd be like, those would be like, yeah, majors. And then if I could, minor, enchantment and illusion.
Okay. After that, as your paperwork is done, you hand it in, and you are handed your kind of almost strangely reddish glowing bands that basically link to your mind and tell you always know how much time you roughly have left on campus for learning. And whenever you go to your first class, that is when it will start.
Oh, alright.
So you can still, because roaming the campus to just kind of like tour the campus itself, as long as you don't go to an actual class to try to learn or use any of the resources, is free for this bit. Free time. So you can kind of go around the campus itself, the school, and kind of learn where certain things are, and just kind of learn this itself. And then once you try to use any resources like library, research, or equipment, or go classes, then it would be your time would start for 3 days. And 3 days of when you guys are actually on campus using it per se.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And certain areas like the great main hall here, and like the cafeteria area, and even the dorms, which are in that picture, the one off to the left floating along that bridge, those ones do not count against your time because they are more common areas for even just people that aren't students or teachers here.
The fuck was that?
I don't know.
Everyone else heard that, or did I just hallucinate that?
You might hallucinate it.
Right.
Huh?
What did you hear? Thunder?
No, like a yelp.
Huh. I didn't hear anything.
Alright.
Nope. Sorry, dude.
Ghost.
You're losing
Out
it.
of game, right?
Yeah, this is out of game.
Yeah. So yeah. So even while you guys are in the main hall here, it won't count against your time once your time actually starts being used. And same with the cafeteria and dorms. The dorms you would have to go pay extra for though if you wish there, because you guys are staying at the city at least.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do the dorms have a shower?
Yes.
Ah!
But you do have to be a student to stay here,
Yeah.
which means that you would start have to
Probably
pay.
be more expensive than the bathhouse, though.
5
Yeah.
gold just to shower.
5 gold just to shower. And it's like, oh cool.
Alright. Well, Faith gonna,
You have to throw your
I don't know.
I dropped it.
She wants to explore. She wants to kind of get her footing. So to speak.
Bearings? Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, same. I kind of want to
Kinda like-
too.
Well, this is amazing. What are you guys looking at? Well, in our 3 days, what do you plan to learn or see what you can? Words are hard.
Are you feeling a touch overwhelmed?
I'm overstimulated.
Yeah. So
Like,
the construct will let you know that you can go into the library to look around, but when you try to use a book, it will start your time.
Ping the timer.
Yeah. So basically, anytime you try to use resources themselves, like you can go around and
Yeah.
look at stuff, but if you actually try to use the resources, then the band will activate for time.
Well, does
Okay.
the bathroom count as a resource?
No. As a common thing. And no, the bathroom, you can't just hide in the bathroom to not have your time, like, paused.
Tick
Grabs
down.
a book in the library.
Sure, holding a book would keep
Still
the
keep the timer going, yes, because you're using
What if you're
the
in the
resource.
bathroom and you put the book down?
The bathroom would count. You can't just have it paused like that.
I'm trying to swindle this fucking school.
Loopholes!
It's hard to loophole magic.
Stupid magical bathroom.
Hey, at least there ain't ghosts that cry.
We don't know that.
You would hope that there isn't.
Yeah. Roll
be
for
something.
haunted bathroom. Yeah, I think I know Faith would want to explore.
Shall we explore together, then divide when we figure out where the hell we are?
Fighting
Probably
Yeah.
our best bet. Maybe just explore for today, come learn tomorrow.
I think.
'Cause,
won't-
Let them know that we're gonna be gone for a while for tomorrow. Make them deal with our order.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, because if it's already half day today, no point in trying to learn today or even tomorrow. He said it doesn't start unless we enter a classroom or touch a book, so...
Faith,
You
can you
don't wanna
restrain
start
yourself
today?
that long?
You
don't
want a
wanna
half
start
day?
today?
Do you want a half day, or do you want to wake up at the crack of dawn and have a full day?
Well, he does
I
say
did
that
with the book with the orcs.
he did also say that the 24 hours only counts down when you are in a class or using a resource. So
Thought it was
even if you're
72.
no, I'm just saying for a day itself.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like it'll only count down the time when you are actually doing something school based. So
Active
even
hours.
even if you are in the common area, it won't count down. So you have 72 hours of resource use,
Learning.
not even just 72 hours of being here.
You see, Elklin, you don't have to do it all in one go. We could take these
Yes.
72 hours and take breaks.
Which
We
means you
can't-
can
he
literally,
doesn't know
you
how to
can
do
literally
that.
with this 72 hours of free time of resource learning, you could do 72 hours within 5 days or 2 weeks, whatever you want. Because remember, it's only when you're using resource. There's the loophole.
Yep.
Is they don't be like, oh well, a day counts as a day. You better use it how you can.
Yeah.
That also shows that
Basically,
this school is
better.
actually nice, at least.
Yeah.
They understand magic takes a while.
Faith's gonna come out fucking manipulating gravity.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So yeah, I think I'd just start wandering and trying to figure out where the hell everything is.
All right.
And
So there's quite a few different areas. I don't exactly have a map layout of this place yet. That is something that I've been slowly working on, but it's mapping out a very large, basically castle.
Come on, you marauder. You can do it.
We're gonna kind of get like a short version for now, and then a longer version for later.
Yeah, so you guys would get a kind of general idea of where stuff is and all that, of where like the food court is, bathrooms, quite a few different bathrooms that can be used, general areas where the classrooms are, where each specific class is and all that, and where like you can possibly go get resources to practice spells or equipment or anything like that, just all sorts of stuff like that. You would learn just the general layout. For the most part, it'll the band itself does actually, if you do kind of like just tap on it, it will activate to have a kind of slight projection of like a minor illusion of the school itself as a map.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it can help you guide around. So there's your school map.
Got a fucking
Alright.
HUD.
Yeah.
And then
I click on
does,
it. Fascinating.
does the bracelet also kind of act as like here, knowing like what your main interests were, like give you like
Yeah.
courses that
So
you-
so it will
What's the
actually
course schedule?
basically it'll have, if it's kind of like just a kind of like projector, like almost kind of like just menu you can go through, and it'll actually, you can see your document you filled out and everything, and then it has like different classes, what time they are, and like it will put it, like it'll have all classes, but it'll put on top what your majors that you took in, so that way, because like I said, the majors is what your interests are, and the majors and minors are your interests, but it doesn't mean you have to go to those.
Mhm.
But it will like say, give you like, hey, here's the necromancy classes above, like say the illusions, depending on what your major is and all that.
Mhm.
So it'll give you lots of information of like when classes are, what rooms you would go to for said classes, who your teachers are. Yeah. It doesn't really say names. It just kind of gives you an idea that there's at least 2 or 3 teachers per class, because there is different classes of each school. Like there's 2 or 3 different classes of each school, the beginner, intermediate, and advanced versions, and depending on your skill level and all that, you can go to whichever one you want, and each one has their own individual teacher, which you could go meet. You can, even if you go step into a class, as long as you're not learning from the class, like if you just go into like just see who the teacher is, it won't start your time.
Okay.
It looks, I won't lie, I kind of peeked at everyone's papers a little bit. It looks like they all chose something different. So that could be useful. Better to have some variety in our travels.
I just took whatever would have been easiest. Never been much of a bookworm myself, but
There's the man who read a book for however many days straight.
48 hours straight.
It was mostly pictures.
But yeah. So I will start working on definitely the different sections and classrooms and all that for you guys to get a general layout and all that, but that'll take time.
Right. Do I, when I look at my bracelet schedule of classes, do I see any that are starting soon for my majors?
No. Yours would have already started. Like, you guys can see that all of your, like, for the beginner courses, they would have already started by the time you got here for all of yours. If you guys are going beginners. Intermediate and advanced are basically, it goes beginners start in the morning. That way they get as much practice as they can throughout the day. The intermediate will start later because more so people are used to that kind of school now. And then advanced is a little bit later to where it's more so coming here to polish your skills and kind of discuss with your fellow classmates of said school about like, oh, well, what about this and all that. So the advanced is more so you already know your shit. This is more so practice and talk to people. Intermediate is you kind of know your shit and you get taught still a little bit, but you can also just come and practice, while beginner is being purely taught. And the beginners start basically at 10 o'clock in the morning. And you guys missed the beginner class. They've already been going on for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. And they go from 10 to 6. So if you
Bird was right.
And but classes are come and go. If you do have something you need to do, it's not like you go class and you're stuck there. You can literally leave at any time and come at any time. It's more so they start early early. They don't want to start too early because you don't want people half asleep who've stayed up overnight practicing magic and then be like, I'm gonna try casting a fireball while falling asleep. Yeah.
Okay, then with that knowledge, I would head towards the chronomancy?
Chronargy.
Chronargy.
It's a weird word, yeah.
Yeah, chronology.
Could have just done chronomancy. Could have just done chronomancy, but nope.
Chronomancy makes sense to my brain. I might call that even if it's wrong.
It's CHRONURGY. Chronology.
Chronology?
No, chronology.
No.
Chronology.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a fun time.
I mean, yeah, Faith would probably head to, because she knows nothing about Dunamancy. She's never heard of it. She'd go straight to the Graviturgy class just to get as much.
Yeah, and I'd go. So I guess I'll see you at the gates at 6. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'll head off to the Drake Warding class.
Okay.
Have fun. I kind of want to say she activates her blade song to move faster, but that'd be a waste.
All right.
I should have asked. I didn't think about this. Was there anything specific like for blade singing?
Surprisingly,
or
no.
Or is it more? Yeah.
Blade singing is more so passed down family to family. It's not an open concept thing.
Okay. I figured. Just figured I'd ask.
Yeah.
Seeing as like draconic and stuff. Where'd you go? Oh, the cat's gone. Oh, she's over there. Okay.
So yeah.
Let's go learn me how to control.
So who's going to
gravity.
what right now? Time, gravity, and Drake?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll go with Drake first, just because that's a fun one. So yours is
Yeah,
actually
having
out in the
to.
main courtyard.
Of course it is.
Well, yeah, because depending on the Drake size, you don't want the Drakes inside confined building.
If
course
you're
it is.
summoning your buddy.
Yeah.
So as you approach, you notice that there is just one Dragonborn. He seems to be on top of a large winged kind of drake or dragon-like creature. And then there's about 3 other people that have like same kind of size of drakes as you beside them. So they seem
Okay.
to be just going through almost like what seems like a combat practice of sorts, of basically making sure that your drake properly goes and enchants your attacks when certain times happen, commands listening properly and all that. Just like kind of the basics for now, since, well, it is beginner course.
Okay.
And
So,
as
do I
it's
see-
going, the Dragonborn kind of sees you coming over and just kind of waves over to you. Oh, hello. Are you somebody coming a bit late?
Yeah, might be a tad bit late.
That's fine.
But what do you guys? I can see you guys are manifesting your dragonkin. Is that correct?
Yes, we are. I'm assuming you're another Drake Warden as well.
Yeah.
How
Funny
long have you been
enough,
awoken then?
Looks at his bracelet and his watch. Like 5 hours.
Ah, you awoke today. Interesting.
Yes.
Well, interesting indeed. I'm Uldrak. I'll be your instructor for this.
Hello, Uldrak. My name is Auckland. I'm here just for 3 days trying to look at the class, see what you guys have to offer, and, see what the school is all about.
Uldrak, close
Uldrak.
enough.
Uldrac.
Oh, it starts with a. I was close. Uldrac.
Original Uldrak.
Uldrak.
No, Uldrak. Fine.
Hey man, a lot of times for NPCs, I just pull up a random name generator. I just pulled that for Dragonborn. So it's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Uldrak.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. I'm not even going to try the one that's above it. The other name above it is really fucked for this name generator. I'll just
You know,
show
them
you guys.
dragonkin, they always have
There you go.
Clargermerk Chris here.
Yeah, so fuck that. I just took the easier one from this
Uldrak.
list.
Uldrak Stormcloak. I got you. Yeah, that's better.
Uldrak Basef
Yeah.
I'll wait for
is his full one, yes. So yeah. So if you want to, it depends, because since you're saying you're free, you can view for a bit. As long as you don't practice us, your timer will not start. If you wish to go with us,
Oh,
then
you froze.
oh, clearly, yeah. But can you hear me still? Then we're good.
You cut out there, try again.
Yeah.
You can
And then you
watch or you
took
can
that.
join.
Well, you can watch for a bit. You won't be able to learn much from just watching. You'll have to actually practice. But if you do summon your Drake to join us, then your timer will start. It is up to you.
True. I'm just looking at the time. What time would it say on my bracelet here? Probably like noon, 1,
It's about 12:30.
about 12:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the time you get to
So-
courtyard after exploring for a bit and learning some areas and all that. So classes have been going on for 2.5 hours by the time you guys will all reach your stuff.
But it would still be 24 hours anyways, so...
72.
72.
72. And remember, it's only when you're actually using resources or learning that the timer will go down. So if you're just walking between classes, does not matter.
Okay. Well, I'm here now, and you guys have your drakes out, so I guess I'll start summon up my drake and see what this is all about.
Same color?
Yeah, we'll keep him red.
Alright, so yeah. So, Rack will be summoned. I'm just gonna call him Rack because it's easier.
With the power of the dragonkin, I summon thee, Rakdos.
You see Uldrak just kind of look at you. Never seen anybody get into it that much, but I guess we're all different. So I see that you go with red. Is that your main one that you choose?
For now, I might change it up as the climate adapts. I more like to adapt and overcome my challenges.
Interesting. Well, if you wish to learn with us, you can. I'm always open to more students. Not many Drake Wardens that actually go to learn the ways of a proper Drake Warden. Most try themselves and fail.
What do you mean, fail?
I'll tell you just since I tell all students begin. Drake Wardens can sometimes have a curse placed upon them because of the Draconic bond. Since most drakes are based around chromatic and not metallic, the chromatic essence can feed into your emotions too heavily and corrupt you. Can turn you into something else. Something that serves a darker power.
Wow.
So you must never give in to the emotions of a drake. You must always keep yourself under check.
And does that include all drakes? All colors?
If it is chromatic, then you must, because chromatics are the only ones that you can really summon with this.
I see. I never would have thought that malice could have been born out of a dragon soul. Or at least not from I've learned from my partner Rack here.
Well, it's good to know that your partner seems to communicate well with you already. But that is a common thing of chromatics to have a darker essence. Well, let's begin then. Alright. But yeah, so Rack will kind of look at you. And you can hear him just kind of speaking to you. Where the hell are we? There's a lot of drakes here.
We're at a prestigious magic academy. We're going to learn how to work together a lot better.
I see.
If that's alright with you, Rack.
Sure.
You're going to be accompanying me for quite a long journey. I would like us to get along more than just friends, you know? I want us to be able to communicate with each other on a deeper level. And not just go around destroying and pillaging. That is not my goal, at least.
Well, that's good to know. Woo.
Oh.
That is some dying shit right there.
I didn't know what happened.
Did I die?
Everything.
Did I die?
No,
No,
everything died.
Oh shit.
Because I just looked up and it's like, no one's available.
Yeah, like
They
all
died.
of the stuff died for a second.
Well,
Storm's coming, that's for sure. But yeah. So as your lesson goes on, the drakes are being taught more so about communication and all that. Uldrak will pull out a crystal. And basically, through just this, he'll just kind of show all of you. Oops, that's not it. that basically the darker kind of power that he was talking about. Alright, listen up. I've told all of you about this, that corruption can come. It's not just corruption of a soul, but corruption of your body. It will transform you into that of a half-breed, almost, between your original form and the dragon. It's not something you can control, and if you ever lose yourself, you'll turn into one of these. So remember who you are and don't let the essence of a chromatic drake take over. And he will show with this crystal that shows these different forms. Which you can see in Discord there.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so yeah, basically those are corrupted forms of Drake Wardens who fall to the corruption of chromatic essence. A few different forms.
I try and nudge a joke to the classmates and be like, not the type of animal I'd like to see on my way home from the tavern, am I right, fellas?
The other two of the three just kind of look at you just side-eyed, but then the kind of the elf beside you just like
Collapse.
Yeah, sure. We'll go for that.
Yeah,
And
no,
Uldrak will look at all of you. One good tell to see if there is corruption is if your Drake Warden partner has corrupted blood. If in battle you notice any of these kind of droplets forming from your Drake itself, a dragon blood ooze forming, corruption is starting to set in, and you will have to find help from other more experienced Drake Wardens. We're far and few, so try not to let this happen unless you know there are some nearby. If you see this ooze starting to form from the body and blood of your Drake, do not summon it, dismiss it, and do not let it into the material plane until you can speak to a Drake Warden that is more experienced.
Okay. Just nod and go, okay.
Yeah.
Understood, sir.
So yeah. So with that, you're going to go for the rest of the time of class?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
So you would get about, let's see, I said 12:30. Yeah, so you get 5.5 hours of your time done then. And that's for all of you. You're going to go with that. Okay, let me just put that down.
Give me that sweet sapping sting.
Okay, so with that, Quinlan, you head off to time.
Yeah.
To meet your instructor.
I guess you could say it's time.
Die.
I'm sorry, I'll see myself out.
Yeah. Yeah, you will. May that thunderstorm disconnect you.
That was a butchered pun, I'm sorry. That's terrible.
Oh, also, for Uldrak, he is a silver dragonborn, just so you know.
Silver?
Yes. Which is not a common dragonborn color.
So, metallic, maybe?
He is metallic, yes. Metallics are common.
Yeah,
Metallics are a common thing, but silver is not.
Very
maybe.
Interesting.
I'd have to double check, but yeah. I believe that silver is not a common color. I'm trying to remember the fucking dragonborn colors. It's been a while. God damn you, dragonborn. Is silver actually common or not? Can't remember. Oh no, silver is. Never mind. I was thinking. Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, silver's common. Never mind. I was thinking of a different color for a second for metallics. That's not common. All right. So, for Quinlan, you are learning from a high elf.
Sweet.
A female high elf. And so as you kind of go and enter into the classroom, you can see some students are mostly kind of reading and being taught just about basics of chrono magic and such, of what it is and what it can possibly affect and what it could do. And as you enter, you see this this high elf with kind of almost kind of mossy green hair, just about going about down to shoulders, kind of look over at you. Oh, somebody who's late to my class, I see. What's your name?
The bitch.
It's like fucking bitch. Sorry.
I go by Octavia.
I am your instructor, Zaleria Yelnan. And Octavia, try not to be late. It's hard to keep people up to date when they come and go so much. If you come to my class, I'd prefer you show up at the start and try not to leave as much as possible.
Alright. Sorry, I just got
It's kind of
registered
ironic arriving late to the time magic class.
for 3
Yeah, I know.
days. Sorry.
Oh, you're one of the... Okay, I see. You're not used to here. I thought you were maybe just taking chrono magic classes, but you're one of the free trials, I see.
Yeah.
Take a seat over there. There's books in the back that you can use to start to learn. We're going over basically the basics of chrono magic and the first few spells of them. The first 3 spells that you would probably ever use.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of timidly go. First time I'm timid in my life. With the books.
Get fucked. If only Azari could see you now.
What was the teacher's
Who's
name?
the mouse now?
Her name is Zaleria
Zaleria.
Yelnan.
I need to get on her good side.
Zaleria.
I need
Yeah, man.
answers.
Close enough.
Zaleria.
Yeah.
Thought you would have named her Karen.
But yeah. So there is quite a few different spells and such. So the spells that would be taught to you that is kind of talked about, and it would be roughly same for you there, Faith, since you are taking Chrono. But
I'm taking gravity.
or yeah, sorry, gravity. Sorry, wrong word. But yeah. So you would both be taught definitely Sapping Sting because that is a common dunamancy that is shared between them. And then as for oh god, which one's which again? For Chrono, you would be taught, both of you would be taught of spells that are up to at least the 3rd level, being taught about them, what they can possibly do, and all that. So the cantrip would be Sapping Sting, that you'd be taught about what it can do.
Mm-hmm.
For Chrono, there is Gift of Alacrity. For Graviturgy, there is Magnify Gravity for the first level spells.
You're gonna have to go slower, man.
Can you do one? Can you do one list at a time?
Sure.
For the notes.
All right. So for the Chronergy, you would be taught Sapping String, Gift of Alacrity, of like basically taught of it. You're not going to be taught the spell itself. This is something you can practice later in class. Fortune's Favor, Wrist Pocket, and Pulse Wave. And as for the Graviturgy, would be
I'm trying to keep these organized, and you're bouncing back and forth.
Oh well, I finished the chronergy list.
I know. Gravity teacher. I'm just trying to. Okay. Gravity spells is sapping sting. I know that one.
Yep. Magnify gravity for first level. Fortune's favor, immovable object, and rest pocket, and pulse wave.
Yeah.
So you would get taught about 1 extra second level spell.
Oh, God,
so yeah, Fortune's favor, immovable object, and wrist pocket. Those are second levels, and pulse wave is a third level.
Pulse wave. Oh, wrist pocket, right? That one's both.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the spells you guys would be taught about. So the chronergy, there's one separate one, and then graviturgy has 2 separate ones. The rest of them are shared. And
which means, Faith, if we're smart, we can teach each other.
I don't know. Does that can that work? Can I teach a sorcerer magic? I know I can teach myself magic.
That's the hard thing, is trying to teach a sorcerer magic.
Yeah.
Because you're all natural.
Okay, this is out of character, but when it comes to magic, is magic like in D&D kind of like the saying in Ratatouille where everybody can cook, like everyone can learn magic?
Kind of.
Kind of.
As long as you have the intelligence for it, or charisma, or wisdom, depending on your stats. Technically, if we're going by game-wise, but it really depends, because me as a DM, I do more fluid ones. So if you want to say multiclass and a sorcerer, well, we gotta really work on some reason why the fuck you would have magic powers suddenly awaken. Okay, for like lore wise. Warlock, well, that's simple, because that's if you can find someone to make a pact with. Wizard is a bit easier, because that is literally, if you have the intelligence stat for it on your stat block to multiclass into it, and if you have a wizard to teach you shit, you could technically multiclass into wizard.
So realistically, it's if you've got the stats, you can do it. It just comes down to how
lore.
The fuck is like an assassin a wizard, right? Or how the fuck is like someone who doesn't even know magic able to cast fire, right? Okay.
Yeah,
fair
so
enough.
it really depends on what we work on as lore stuff.
Okay, no, fair. You don't have to just be naturally born with it.
No, unlike, well, sorcerers are magic.
Sorcerers, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Makes sense.
Bards just get it. Bards they just know.
For whatever reason, they just do shit.
Yeah.
It's never really explained how the fuck bards do magic. It's like
music make magic.
They sing.
Basically.
Yeah.
They're idols, obviously. Oh, fucking bards.
And with that,
I just need to know my teacher.
Yeah.
I need my moment. Sorry you got the bitch, Quinlan. Jesus.
I mean, it's only fair.
He wants you to be on time.
For the time class.
Time magic.
I am gonna try to keep her late, so if I have a question for her.
All right, so with that, so for Faith, as you enter your class is more so actually up into one of the kind of towers and such.
So I take even longer to get there.
Yeah. Well, you get there same time roughly. It's not too bad from where you guys were.
Can we have a stairs scene where you're trying to go up the stairs and you're like...
It's up quite a bit of the tower, so it seems that the gravity magic is very secluded from the rest of the classroom sourcing, just in case.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
So you can kind of see on the picture. You can kind of see on the picture of the school itself. You can kind of see that one kind of tower that's on the very right ridge. That would be where it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's more so it's its own secluded kind of class, that way just in case something goes wrong, because that's on the very edge of the platform, and if somebody casts something that's too big by accident, Well, gravity is at least right on the edge of the school instead of in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, you don't want a gravity sinkhole in the very middle of the floating school.
No. or a dark star or something, yeah.
You need to fuck off with that call. Hey, man, that's from Fizz Bands.
That's why I didn't say it out loud.
Oh, God. But yeah, so as you enter the classroom after going into the tower and such, you notice a kind of more so well-dressed Goliath teaching the class.
Why is Goliath?
He does not have any markings on her or anything.
Okay.
He doesn't have any markings. He doesn't seem to be the usual kind of mountain-based Goliath. He seems to be a Goliath that was definitely born somewhere other than the mountains and away from the usual Goliath tribes. He seems to be more city-born. He doesn't have any markings that you can see. If he does, then it's under his clothing. But he is more well-dressed and such. And he seems to be showing the class an actual spell itself being used. And you can see what seems like a chest being like pushed down into the ground heavily. You can see it kind of starting to break as he is casting Gravity Sinkhole on it to show.
Oh.
And he even has like an apple. You can see him holding an apple. It's like, all right, students, so watch this. It will explode because it's going to hit the ground hard. And you see him throw it a good 30 feet in the air before it reaches a certain point and just slams and just poof, pops into dust, basically.
See, out loud face. That's so cool.
You see him kind of look back at the door. Oh, hello. You seem to be one of the new ones. As he kind of looks at your red band that's more out in the open.
Oh.
He pays attention and he's like, you're one of the free trials. What's your name?
Faith.
I'm Narad. Narad. Narad.
Oh, I just did the wrong vowel.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm Narad. I'm the beginner teacher for Graviturgy. What brought you into this class there, Faith?
I studied magic back home with my parents, and I had never heard of this school before. I was curious.
It's always good to have one that wishes to learn. Well, come. Yeah. We are doing more so. Okay. Today is, since first day of this era, we are doing more so of demonstrations of certain spells. Okay. I will teach the class about the first few spells that you would probably learn, but I will also be showing certain spells here and there. I cannot show all, for this area is not made for that. We'd have to go to the training hall for that. And with that, he will, so he shows Gravity Sinkhole and it starts explaining about how it more so works and more so the radius and range it could be cast at and ways it could be used in certain situations and everything. And then the only other, I don't think he would show anything higher than that, just because I don't think there's anything really good.
Oh, I didn't put Gravity Sinkhole on the list of spells.
Well, he wouldn't be teaching that, but you'd definitely see it, and he would explain the name of it and all that. So he does teach that slightly, but not as in-depth as the others of what you would learn, because Gravity Sinkhole is something that's more advanced.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think that's 4th level. Out of character.
Yeah. And he will show one other spell. It is much higher. And he will ask for 2 volunteers.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay. So he will, he'll take you. There is about 3 other people, and you see this kind of, this almost strange looking kind of bluish tinge skin person with, almost like a flat, like cat nose. They aren't a tabaxi, they have no fur, but they are blue skin. They seem to be kind of clear, kind of calm-minded and all that. Alright, so if both of you are willing, then we can continue with this lesson of this spell, to just show as an example of higher level stuff that you can work towards. And he will cast Tether Essence on you both.
Oh crap! All right.
And since you both are willing, so you are magically linked. And he will go to explain that regardless of the distance between you two, up to an hour, whenever any damage is dealt to either of you, the same damage is dealt to the other one. And if you are healed in any way, then you're healed by the other, and all that. If either of you are knocked unconscious, the spell will automatically end.
That's so interesting. That's so cool.
So if you do wish to experience it, we do have... You can go and smack yourself and the other will feel it. You'll kind of look at the blue-tinged person, and with a calm look on his face, just... I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah.
And you see him just kind of react to it. And you see him just kind of take his hand and just kind of make a fist and just... And you feel it right in your shoulder.
That was significantly harder than me.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so with that, you guys will go through that.
I would say I
through your
searing
lessons.
smite myself, but I used it today already. I got fire resistance. I'd be fine.
I don't think you want to kill your classmate though.
It's only
Yeah.
2d6 fire.
It might get you kicked out.
It's true.
But yeah, so upon that, you will see, upon you both realizing what it does in the rest class scene, you will see Narad just end concentration on it, and you can feel the kind of link just end for a moment. The pain is still there from being punched, and the pain from being slapped. So you could tell that yes, this stays. It does not just magically disappear with the spell ending.
Okay. So, because she's curious, she slaps herself again, just to see if he reacts.
No reaction.
Okay.
And you see him just, same thing, just punch himself again, and you don't feel anything. Interesting.
That's awesome.
So as the lesson kind of continues, you'll see Narad just kind of going back to his desk to grab a book to start explaining some other spells and such. The Vidalcan will walk towards you.
That's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah,
he is a
it is Vidalcan. I'll let you know that for out of character at least. You would maybe roll a history, see if you know of Vidalcans, because your family does know of races, and you've done quite a bit of study.
Yeah.
So we'll see if you know of one of them. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god, it fell. All right,
and it's gone.
The D20 is gone.
In the Shadow Realm.
Oh no, I don't. I got a 10 total.
10 total? Yeah, no. So you don't know what race he is, but he will walk towards you and extend a hand. I'm Orvit. Yours name?
I'm just trying to spell Vidalcan really quick. Orvit?
Orvit.
Like orbit, but with a V?
O-R-V-E-T-T.
Oh, E-T-T. Orvit.
Yep, Orvit.
Faith, and I hold out my hand.
Yeah, so he'll shake your hand. It was good to learn with you, but hopefully we can continue this kind of lesson. You seem very interested in, well, your exclamation from that is curious. I've never seen anybody so excited to learn magic in my travels.
I've been learning since I was a child, like young enough to comprehend it.
Interesting. Do you know where the books are?
No,
Here, I'll show you where the spares are and such, and he'll just kind of show you in like the back kind of bookcase of where like what books are going to need.
Does someone have a crush on Faith?
So yeah, you can see on his clothing, you can see what seems like a small patch kind of sewn in of like a symbol and such. It seems to be a patch of the school itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys would have seen these patches here and there on certain people that seem to be wearing the almost roughly kind of robe-ish kind of cloak, or even just kind of almost jacket like school uniforms. There seems to be, if you live here, you can get certain school-based clothing, and the certain ones would have patches and such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you guys have not learned what the patches are, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being tethered and for showing me where the books are.
Yeah, no problem. I was new once too, so I know what it's like. And well, when I first got here, people thought I was weird because of how I act and because of how I look, so they didn't really help me or talk to me. I was kind of an outcast. And well, he kind of looks at you with, and just kind of, his eyes kind of dart to your horns. You seem a bit different as well.
I mean, there's other tieflings here.
Yeah, and he'll kind of look at the class, and the class is literally just elves, dwarves, humans, and like dragonborn. There is no others in this class.
Hell yeah.
They seem very, it seems like the common races of elves, dwarves, humans, and like 2 dragonborn in this class. It's like,
okay.
Yeah, we're a bit weird here.
Okay, you made your point.
Yeah.
If it means anything, my parents are elves.
Are they though?
You
Shut up.
see him just trying to comprehend it in his head silently, and it's like, interesting. All right. Don't know how people would react to that kind of information, considering how you look at both parents are elves, but okay.
I've done my research. It's confusing to me too.
Fair enough. So I guess, yeah, he'll just go, I guess, Professor's gonna start, so I'm going to go sit down.
The awkward nerd, I love it.
Yeah. You found one of your own.
So does Faith now have a boyfriend?
An NPC.
Here, basically, whenever Faith's at the college, it'll just be me and Ryan flirting. There we go.
I never flirted back.
I'm
just making the joke.
It gets too bad, I'll be like, get a room.
Didn't roll no persuasion.
Didn't have to.
But yeah.
Didn't have to.
So yeah,
Could
with
feel
that,
the heat between the two.
with that, your guys' lessons would end, and you would have used 5.5 hours of time out of your 72.
Cool.
So you guys would have learned quite a few basics, learned quite a few differences for spells and abilities that you will come to learn and be able to use possibly later on out of these certain schools and abilities.
Mm-hmm.
After our bath, we can pick up food.
So, Alclin, you would definitely have learned of certain things that your Drake can do that you probably would not have known, which is the magical essence upgrade to any attacks with weapons and such, that he can imbue weapons when they hurt an enemy with fire up to a certain distance on it. So that's something you wouldn't have known, but now you do know of the infused strikes as a character.
Okay.
And you would know that come time that your Drake companion would learn, would sprout wings as it grows in power and strength, and you would soon be able to fly with it, and all sorts of other things that even later on that you can actually breathe like a dragon, use a breath attack. So basically, you would learn of stuff that will come later.
Cool.
With the time and experience. There wasn't too much actual taught. There's more so with Drake Warden, there's a lot of actual practice and actual work put in. So yours is definitely more physical than the other two. Quinlan's class seems to be more quiet and actually taught, and more so content, while Faith's was a bit more on hand, the teacher showing certain things.
I got the cool professor.
My professor was cool too.
Hey, at least Alclin's professor did show the dangers of being a Drake Warden.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, we're not going to teach the new people what that is. Because it's better to teach straight up. It's like, yeah, so you might turn into like a dragon hybrid thing that's evil as hell.
Yeah, so so you may die.
And if that,
At the end of the class, I would want to run to the teacher, though.
yeah, she doesn't seem to be packing up a quick. Like, she seems to be waiting for people to leave the room. More so, she waits for people so that way she could lock up.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes. What? Is it? Sorry, I'm not good at remembering first name names.
Octavia.
Octavia, there we go. You have a very unique name compared to most.
I try. Have you
She kind of looks at you a
heard-
bit strangely on that remark of "I try" instead of, because that sounds more strange. Of like that doesn't seem like you were given that name.
I was, but I still try to be unique. Have you heard of spells going wrong and people freezing in time?
Yes, spells can go wrong and such and all that. Rituals can go wrong and certain things can happen.
Do you know of anyone who this has happened to?
No, I have not. I've not heard of it myself happening to anybody I know. I've heard of it happening, but not to anybody that I know of.
Oh. Okay. Well, you can count that off your list now.
Looks at you just kind of confused.
I'm not sure how long, but I know that time's passed for me.
And you've been frozen in time.
Yep. I think so.
Interesting. What's the last thing you remember that was a big event that would correspond with time itself?
Oh god. I'm gonna pause, scratch my head. I was kind of kept away from most things, so I don't actually know. I didn't write anything on my backstory, but hey!
Ask the DM.
DM,
Call a
what would be
friend.
the last major thing that I know?
I don't know how long you've been frozen, because you never asked me. I actually don't really remember that you were frozen myself.
Yeah, that's why I
Minimum
stopped her.
150 years.
There's a lot. We'll go over stuff like that later. You and me need to talk
Okay.
then.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I will
Or
ask
draw.
quickly of Neko, do you remember how long it's been between this campaign and the last one? Do you remember what it said?
Sorry, y'all.
680,
Ancient Forge took place in 663.
663.
Yep.
So he would have been frozen before Rise of the Dark King?
Rise took place at 631.
Yeah, so before Rise.
Yep.
So she would know of the Orcus invasion because that was 300 years before Rise.
Yeah. So yeah, the last thing you would know of is the Demon Lord Orcus, after gaining the powers of the Platinum Dragon Bahamut, invading the material plane. And, well, you would know of him being sealed away. You would know of Orcus being sealed away.
Well, the last thing I guess that I know was some dude named Orcus was sealed away.
I will have to go and look into the Library of History and see if that name comes up, and I will let you know about how far back we're thinking.
Okay, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you at 10.
10, yeah, okay.
Jesus. Alright, yeah, she believes you for the most part that you were frozen in time, even though you didn't really know much of certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Since you seemed like a kind of newer one.
It's still, man.
Alright. So, Azaria and Hinari, what are you two doing before their day ends? Since you guys would definitely end your bath before school's out.
I'd probably go to the market and like restock on any like different materials that I needed.
For just like food and all that, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like basic.
Yeah, so basic stuff. Okay.
If there's any like place to get health potions or anything.
You could probably find an alchemist section of the market quarry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's an alchemy shop that you could go to if you wish. A kind of a little bit of a larger one.
Azeri, do you want to come with? I'm gonna go. I think as much as I like being the only healer in our party, I think we should get more health potions just in case.
Sure. I was hopefully going to pick up a few things to make the inn look less like a disaster.
Shopping trip.
And food?
Yes.
There's no food there.
Yeah, when you and Faith came out of the closet, I kind of figured there was no food in there.
It wasn't a closet. It was a pantry.
I am making jokes, okay? It is Pride Month. That's the drip right.
We came out of the pantry?
Yeah.
And?
But,
we're gonna spend money.
Yes.
Okay. So. You.
Me.
Okay, so I need my player's handbook. Alright, so. Oh, a little potato. Little potato on the couch. Okay, time for some basic ass stuff. Alright. So yeah, you guys want to head to the alchemy shop first, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you head on into alchemy shop is a 2-story shop. The first floor is purely just like ingredients for alchemy use itself, while the second floor is actually where you can buy certain potions.
I'm gonna pick up shit to make stuff.
Do you even know how to make stuff?
I probably have a vague notion.
Do you have proficiency with alchemy?
I have alchemist tools.
Okay, so you're proficient in alchemist tools. What kind of stuff would you want to try and make?
I want to say all the things.
You can't say all the things, you need specifics.
But we're going to focus on healing.
Okay, so you want to try and make some healing potions itself?
Yeah.
Alright. So... Let's see. Okay, yeah. So they do seem to have a little bit of stuff in stock of the usual ingredients for health potions. I don't remember what the ingredients, because I actually do have names for ingredients and such, but there is about 3 ingredients used in health potions, and they seem to have a little bit in stock of each. So the first ingredient that's needed, they have about 8 uses worth of stock. Second, they have 4 uses, and the last one they have 5. So in total, if you bought enough, you could at least make 4 for sure, if you wanted to buy just enough to make 4 health potions. Okay. So with that, with all of it together, that would be with how much you're doing, Ellen, since it's quite a bit of alchemist kind of ingredients and such, are you buying all of it or just only enough to make 4 potions?
I already have the supplies, technically.
If we buy all of it, then if there's anything at like other shops that we like, other alchemy shops at other towns, like we could just hold on to it and keep making potions.
Okay. So for all of it together would be about 2 gold, 5 silver.
Okay.
Okay.
2.
Which one of us pay?
I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we both subtract money.
All right. So yeah, the dwarf there, the dwarf there, just like, all right. So here's all the ingredients you ordered and such, and what we have in stock. So yeah, there'll be 2 gold, 5 silver, and anything else we need for today.
Anything cool?
Cool as in...
Like... Cool? Like, I don't know. I like trying to find, like, cool things.
So yeah, he's gonna pull out a book of inventory and just kind of go through what he's got. Are we looking for just ingredients, or are we looking for actual fully made potions?
Ooh. Let's do fully made potions.
Okay. So he's gonna go through his inventory itself, and let's see what he's got. Let me just roll quick. So out of stuff I do have actually made right now, I do have this potion of animal friendship.
Animal friendship?
Yes. And this potion of gaseous form.
Of which?
Gaseous form. That'd be my most, I'd say, interesting potions I've made recently that I have in stock. And
I have the gas one.
it is a bit more on the pricey side. This will run you about 300 gold.
Ooh. Okay, well,
buying magic items is actually expensive.
I know. That's okay. But now I know that you have a gas potion. That's cool. And then I just turn around and leave.
Alright.
It's like, bye!
He kind of looks at you there, Zeri. Anything for you then?
No, I'll be fine. And I'll turn and follow.
Alright. Okay.
As they're walking back, Zeri probably gets really frustrated because Hanari, every time something she sees like sparkly, she's just like, ooh. Ooh.
The darting child. Just, what's this? What's this? What's this?
I want to stop at a library.
Okay. So that'd be 1 floor down at the Scholar, so...
Can you get your way back, Hanari?
Where are you going?
I just have one more stop I wanted to do.
Oh, I can come with if you want. Or I can get back, doesn't matter.
Up to you. I just have to go back down a level.
Sure. I'm down to going and seeing more places. It's probably better that we travel together anyways.
Okay.
Laboratory. La biblioteca.
All right, so you head on to the library. What are you looking for?
Do they have any history books on people?
Depends on the person.
You know what persons?
No,
Yeah.
they're not that famous, and they're not that old to have history books about them.
What else do I want to look at? I guess just general information about the city and everything, and we'll see if we can find Hinari a nice book about the sky.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's an astrology book that Hinari can look at. This library does not rent out. This library is more so you find a book that you're going to read and you read it here.
Yeah, I'd probably try and find a book on like the Twilight the Twilight doorway that I saw.
Yeah.
Weird black figures in water.
So for Hinari,
Full of stars.
So Hinari, you don't find anything of that specific nature. There are astrology books and a few books about gods that are about the twilight here and there of past and all that, or well, higher beings even, not necessarily gods, but nothing really sounds familiar to what you describe Minna as. And as for you, Azeri, books about shadowy figures in the war? Fuck no, that is very decrepit. Or not the word, not decrepit. That's not very descriptive enough to find 8 books on. I mean, there's one book you kind of find called Shadow in the Water, but it's a children's book about a dragon turtle.
Damn. A dragon turtle gave me my powers. Anything about the darker god specifically?
No.
No?
No, they are not taught about. They are the dark gods.
Anything about all the gods in general?
There's not really too much about the gods in a library. There's basic history and speculation and theories of what happened, how they were formed, what happened to the world prior to man, and all that, but it's mostly just theory-based of what scholars are able to piece together through magic and research.
Does it have names for the gods?
For the good aligned gods, yes.
Like, actual names, not god names.
Fuck no. You think gods are just going to give their real name to mortals like that?
I mean,
to have in books?
Theorized names.
Why not?
Theorized? No, there's not even theorized.
Damn.
Scholars don't try to theorize the names of a god. Gods are known to be real in this world. They ain't gonna theorize about what's your true name. They ain't gonna test that.
Okay.
Because true names have power.
Unfortunately not.
I guess dreams and other things are harder to come by, huh? Ooh, could I try and find something that would maybe describe, like, because she wouldn't know that she's not a human race, right? Would I find something that would kind of, like, describe or, like, bring me in that direction?
So you don't seem to find anything that's really truly descriptive. There is books of possible almost humanoid tribes that do deal with the Twilight but nothing really concrete. It's more so just tales of them, of different scholars traveling and possibly running into these tribes and having their dreams almost entered and manipulated even. But nothing really saying who or what they are, just more so theory based of these tribes and different types of humanoids actually coming together and showing what they are to humanity, but not in an open sense. Not even for where these, because these different humanoids have been found throughout all sorts of different areas.
Yeah, so I'd probably take that book.
Okay.
I would go like, Azeri, Azeri. I would slam it on whatever table we're on. Totally forgetting we're in a library. Look! Doesn't that...
Yes?
That kind of sounds like what I can do.
It does.
So I wonder if I keep looking and I keep going, maybe I'll find somebody who's kind of like me.
That's
And
a
like,
possibility.
okay. Can you help me write these down? My writing is really bad.
Yes, I can help you write it down.
For you, and it just looks like shit. Like a 2-year-old wrote it.
Zeri will take notes for you.
Thank you. And then yeah, we'll probably just document like if they like write kind of like what directions they went in or like stuff like that. You can let me know those after though.
Yeah, that's okay. And you guys are going to stop for food and such for the tavern and head back?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, how much are you willing to spend?
I say enough for a week.
For a week?
Yeah. I don't know
So as you kind of go and look about, there seems to be one kind of almost general store-like, but it seems larger. It seems almost warehouse that actually seems to sell supplies to different businesses and such.
Okay.
So he would tell you that there is enough supplies that he has extra that can be sold right now for about 27 days worth if you want.
Sure.
For 27?
27 days.
Same for a month, y'all.
Food and drink for 27 days, if you wish. And that would be a good old... One moment. I need to do math. That'd be for good old 270 gold.
Okay, that's not bad.
But that's for 27 days worth of food that could be used. Food and drink and all that at a tavern.
I don't need the whole 27 days.
Okay, how many days? So it's going to be about, per day of supplies, it'd be about 10 to 15 gold per day, roughly. Depending on how much you buy, will get you a certain price because of bulk and all that.
Now, is that is that food and drink, like that food, is it all fresh food or is it all food that we could like take with us? Like it won't expire for a month.
That's like fresh, and there's a few packaged foods and all that, like stuff you could take, a few rations, like all sorts of different stuff. Like it's general supplies to stock up a like tavern.
Yeah.
I'd say about a week.
Week's worth? Okay. 5 days worth?
5, 6 days.
6 days? You want to go 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So that'd be 90 gold.
Okay.
For about 6 days worth he can get you with buying in bulk.
Okay.
And that's for like just basic like fruits, meat, some bread, rations. If you are wanting any alcohol, there's a little bit in there and all that.
Oh, we're getting lit tonight.
Yeah, so about 90 gold.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
I'm not broke.
And they can have it delivered for a fee if you wish.
Is it an obscenely large amount for us to carry?
Yes.
I guess, yeah.
Considering it's 6 days of a tavern supplies.
What's their delivery fee?
15 gold.
Not 51.
Yeah, at least it's not 51.
We can bug everybody else to help pay for this.
Alright.
I'll just be like, give me your money. I bought food.
Alright. So with that, you guys would all be roughly getting back to the tavern same time, but first it would be Faith, Alclin, and Quinlan meeting up back at the common area of the college. And is there anything, already before we go there though, is there anything else you want to stop for, or are you heading straight back?
I'll probably just head straight back.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can head with your deliveries, that way you guys can make sure it gets there if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Faith, Alclin, and Quinlan, you guys would be meeting at the common area before heading back to the college, or back to the tavern.
So, Faith, was it everything you hoped?
You're muted.
Fuck. It was really cool.
I saw Ryan was just heavily contemplating, being like, Faith's just
Yeah.
thinking about it, like, stunned.
It
was
the teacher showed, as soon as I walk in, he was demonstrating a spell. He, like, manipulated the gravity and, like, was crushing a chest and an apple, and then he demonstrated a stronger spell on me and this other guy, and we were, like, connected, and if I slapped myself, he felt it, and when he punched himself, when I slapped myself, when he punched himself, I felt it. It was really cool. How about you?
Well, I got in trouble for being late.
Late to the time magic class. That's ironic.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. Wasn't as interactive as yours.
Yeah, he was showing us magic basically the whole time.
Yeah. Only slightly jealous, it's fine.
Kind of run up a little bit late afterwards. Sorry guys, I got caught up in my studies. Whew, that was a long run. How's everyone? How's your classes?
Oh, awesome.
Good?
Good. What'd you guys learn?
More just
Nothing yet.
Nadar just kind of showed Narad, sorry. Just kind of demonstrated a bunch of the spells from the school. It was really, really interesting. I've never seen magic like that before.
I mean,
How about you?
Oh, it was good, yeah. Just learned the basics of, Draconics, I also learned that when I summon my Drake, we all get a boost in elemental strength around us. I don't, but
Oh.
you guys do with your attacks. So if I summon a fire Drake, you get a fire
Oh.
boost. If I summon an electric Drake, you get an electric boost.
And it doesn't affect you?
Guess not. Don't know
Huh.
why, but
No,
apparently
it
later
would
on.
affect you.
Does it affect me? I thought it
Yes,
was allies.
the infused strike can also be used on your own attacks.
Okay, then I read
Yeah.
it wrong. I thought it was allies only.
Nope.
Okay.
Any creature that
Well-
makes an attack, you can infuse it with.
Then I say instead I can infuse our attacks. Which I thought was
Oh.
kind of cool.
Yeah, that could be useful.
I also learned the dangers and corruption of Drake Warden summoning and how I could become an abomination if I'm not careful.
I have a snarky comment that I would start to say, like, open my mouth. And then I'd be like, Never mind. Faith told me not to say things.
Worse than I already am, as he kind of sees what you're about to say.
He's a mind reader now.
The tail, the face. I just don't mess up.
Well, let me put it to you this way. If my dragon starts to become some sort of coagulated blood of some sort, almost like this dried up blood when it dies, I'm not allowed to summon it.
That also turns into an ooze after some time.
Ooze and
Yeah.
ooze.
So if it starts to bleed dragon blood, it turns into oozes. Then yeah, stop summoning it for a while.
Yeah. Otherwise, I could turn into. Would he have uploaded these pictures to my wrist thing?
No, those crystals were completely separate from the history. They are at the training grounds. So memory crystals are a magic item that is elsewhere.
Okay. Yeah, the pictures he showed us were quite, I don't want to say gruesome, but rather you could tell that the dragon had definitely taken over the body. And I don't think that would be a good thing to happen for a party if my dragon suddenly took me over and I started doing things that aren't me.
I found out I was
Keep
the
an
only.
eye on your bloody goop. Yeah, okay, good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Fine. Should be fine. We'll be fine.
This is fine.
It's kind of funny. I kind of felt like I was back home. I was the only tiefling in my class. And there was this weird blue guy.
Oh.
Blue.
Like, he looked kind of, I don't know, he was blue and he kind of had like a cat nose, but he didn't look like Bit. He had skin. He didn't have fur. And he was blue. I don't know. He was in the class with me, and then a bunch of elves and dwarves and humans and a couple dragonborn. Our teacher was a Goliath. I guess he was kind of different.
My teacher had a silver
From
dragon.
From that descriptor, would Quinlan have an inkling of what this person might be, just with all her traveling as a kid, or no?
Nope.
Nope.
They are far and few across that race.
Okay.
Blue people, man.
Yeah, just standard traveling would not make it to where you're known.
Okay.
Oh, what was I? Oh, I had it and now it's gone. Never mind.
The blue person, he was the only one in your class, like you.
No. It was something completely unrelated to that. And I just forgot, out of character, forgot it. Like, forgot what I was going to say.
You rolled in that one and just knew.
Yeah, it was 100%. I failed an intelligence check in real life. And yeah. It was something it was related to being the only tiefling in the room. I don't remember. So once we're kind of like all ready to just before we leave, I just want to ask the construct or the desk, the guy we talked to, the thing we talked to at the start, I have one question for him really quick.
Whatever you do, don't call him a thing.
Well, the automaton, the metal guy.
Yeah, so they're still at the desk.
Okay. Can I ask a quick question before we head back to the city for the day?
Yes, what is it?
Is there anywhere on campus where I know the spell's called sending. Is there anywhere that like students can use it to contact home?
Oh, yes. We do have in the cafeteria, there is almost pillars. Yeah, basically payphone. Not exactly payphone, but there is sending phones.
Okay.
Think of it as like a steampunk phone. Just like hovers in the air.
Are they available now, or do they have like a time limits? I don't know how to. Do they have hours of operation?
Do they have a curfew?
Yeah.
They would be available now.
Okay. Thank you. I'll look at them and be like, I just have one thing I should probably do before we head back. I'm just gonna head to the cafeteria really quick.
Huh?
I say to the other two,
Okay.
not the robot.
Yeah, so as you head on there, you can, when you do get there, there would be just kind of these like almost just pillars with basically kind of like just blockades put between each of them, and on the four sides embedded into the wall is just sending stones.
Fucking payphones. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they're sending
okay,
stones. They're sending stones and all that. Well, they look like sending stones, but since sending stones are usually a pair, there's only actually one directly there, and it seems that you could just cast sending directly through this stone. And above it you can see, or right beside you can see kind of written things of, for anybody that's new, these stones are specially made to where you can cast sending from 3 times a day per person.
Okay.
Yeah.
No cost. Like I don't have to leave.
No, that's
money or
part of
anything?
that's part of your money thing. If you paid as a student, but since you're free, then it's you get a freebie for this time. But yeah, you can send 3 sending.
Does the call knock down my time?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No.
That'd be a dick move.
But yeah, so you can cast sending 3
suck.
times. You can cast sending 3 times through these stones that are embedded in these pillars. But your collar or your bracelet will actually, so you can't just go to one stone, use it 3 times, then next your bracelet will actually track that.
Track it. Okay.
Yeah. So and there is no responses. It's basically just send letters home to let families know of progress.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a one-way send.
Yeah. Would I know what time it is in Duritan?
Maybe an hour or 2 ahead of you.
Do I know the time zones of the world? Okay, I assume I know.
Yeah, you would know by just roughly geography-wise. It's like, they're about maybe an hour or 2, maybe 3 ahead of me. Just roughly, like not really much, but so it's not like you're gonna be sending at like, oh, you woke your fucking dad up, and it's like, what do you want?
What the fuck? Why are you? Since when could you do that? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go to one, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah. But yeah, so this special sending, yeah, like I said, does not allow them to answer.
Back.
Yeah, so this is just like send home letter.
Well, she's gonna assume.
Don't worry,
your parents are strong enough.
Your parents have sendings, yes. They can send back to you when
they're just gonna call me and whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just I'll take it and just kind of. I'm assuming she knows. She just has to think of the. Or no? Does it? It'd probably explain it because she's never.
Yeah.
This is a different kind of sending stone. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's literally just speak into the stone that's embedded into the wall pillar.
Okay.
Yep.
And I just have to think about who I want to contact.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. It is just like sending. I'm sure she would know that.
It's like sending itself. It's just.
Yeah.
It's strange that this stone allows you to cast it 3 times, and also, people can't answer you though. So that's the trade-off for being able to use it 3 times.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's just gonna go up and think about her parents and back home, and just hey, Mom and Dad. How many words is sending? I gotta think this out. It's 30 words.
25.
Shit.
Right,
Hey, Mom and Dad.
Counting.
Hey, Mom and Dad, comma. I'm in Mindor. Fuck, I'm not counting syllables. Hey, Mom and Dad, comma.
Do not count syllables. You will fuck up
I'm
so
in
much.
Mindor at the Winterhelm campus, period. A lot is a lot. 2 words. Yeah, that's a compound word. A lot
Yeah, that's
has
a 1.
happened
Yep.
in the last few weeks. Um,
5 more.
20. I'm at what? Sorry.
5. You have 5 more.
I have 5 more.
Yeah.
Call me back. No.
I am safe. Love you.
Yeah, I'm safe. Love, Faith.
Okay.
And then she
Yeah.
walks away.
So you see the stone kind of glow and pulse for a moment, and then
Mhm.
just kind of dims out as the spell ends.
Okay, and I'll head back to the others. Okay, we can head back to
So would you count yourself as
home?
willing?
Me as willing?
Yes.
Would I feel it hitting me?
You feel a strange tingle in the back of your head for a moment.
I'm gonna assume she knows what it feels like, because I'm sure her
This
parents.
is different.
This is different. Oh Christ.
Do it.
Do it. Yes.
Okay, it keeps falling. Yeah, we're willing. Hell yeah.
So,
It's your boyfriend.
as you say willing,
It's my boyfriend.
as you go and count yourself as willing, you feel a link with your father through the spell of telepathy, which he was not able to cast.
Christ. Which he is not able to cast?
Not able to cast, which means they probably picked up something to cast this.
Isn't. Alright. Okay.
Hey, Faith. Glad to hear that you're safe.
Hi?
Yeah, so because of telepathy, it's spell. Yeah, so this is very different because this is instant thoughts, but you can recognize that it's your dad communicating with you and all that. Like, you know exactly who's communicating.
This is all in my head too, right?
Yep.
So do they just see me kind of just standing like
Let me go read. Let me go.
Kinda...
Until the spell ends, you and the target can instantly share words, images, sounds, and other sensory images with one another through the link, and the target recognizes you as the creature is communicating with. The spell enables a creature of intelligence score of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your words and take in the scope of any sensory messages you send to it.
Okay. Nice big old 7-level spell.
Yeah. 8.
I meant those two. Do they see me just like slack-jawed, like?
I mean,
like,
if you send to them that you're surprised, yeah, they can tell that you're surprised.
No, I meant those two. I meant my
you're about halfway to them, and they could just see you just kind of freeze and just go, "What the fuck?"
And just looking at you like, "What is he doing?"
Or
she? What is she doing? What?
I've seen that look. That's the look that we get when Hanari does her weird thing.
Yeah.
He has an inside voice.
Hi, Dad. I wasn't expecting an answer so quick. I mean, I know you guys know how to use, like, sending. This is new.
Yeah, we recently picked up something to actually cast telepathy with. We have it at home here, so we can actually communicate easily.
Oh. Well, and you just decided to use it now?
We didn't know if you were. Well, we only just got it delivered today.
Okay.
So we weren't sure if you were in a way of receiving messages or not, if you were safe or not, but knowing that you're safe, we decided it was fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm safe. I met some. I guess I'm just flashing through like I guess we can because we can share images. Right?
Yeah, you can literally share
Just
your
kinda-
friends standing there.
Yeah, I've met some friends, been traveling with them the past few weeks, and you'll just see like Hanari and Azir, like everyone. Yeah, some weird stuff has happened, to put it lightly.
Interesting.
This is super out of character. If I think of the contract, is that going to break the contract during telepathy?
Let me read telepathy again.
Oh fuck!
Because I know we're not supposed to talk about it.
Am I gonna have to fight something?
Like, am I gonna start like Like,
That's what I said. Let me go read telepathy to see if it's like whatever you think of, or if it has to be you actually send it. Until the spell ends, you and the creature can instantly share words, images, sounds, and other sensory images with one another through the link. So you can instantly, but it doesn't mean that if you think about it, it sends. You have to.
I'm just
you have to
wondering if
actually
she
think about.
accidentally-
You have to think about actually sending it off.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's
'cause I
not
was
like,
worried,
it's not like if you think of it, it pops up.
Okay, good.
It's
I
not
was
that.
like,
it's not.
man.
It's not a full mind link. It's
Yeah, I
not.
was gonna
It's not.
see
It's
me
not
signing a
ill-fit
double
mind link.
contract. Then we start a fucking hunt for Hanari. Yeah. How's everything back home?
Good. Good. We've been studying as usual, and we've been hoping that you were well, especially when you said you wanted to go adventuring. Yeah.
Well, you've known I've wanted to learn. I've always been like, as soon as you guys started teaching me magic, I never wanted to stop learning.
Yes.
Oh,
and
and I'll just flash like I finally figured out how to do the blade song like you do, and just show him flashes. I'm gonna ignore the part where I fell into a pit, like one of the first times activating it. Just skip over that memory.
See, it'd be more hilarious. I feel like Faith would just like forget to cut that out of the film and just
Actually,
also.
yeah. Let's say she forgets that part.
Because it'd be hilarious. Just send that to your dad, be like, and then you think about it, like, wait, shit.
You never saw that last part.
Just ignore the part where I fell into the pit and got shot with cobalt poison arrows and all that.
You can feel, you can feel almost a sigh of like, just like, good job, but god damn it.
Mild disappointment.
Mild disappointment.
I'm just like, okay. Well, I'm glad to know that you learned that and practiced well out, and now you can actually do it. But yes, watch your footwork, especially against kobolds. They're tricky. I hope that you took all of them out.
That's another. We helped them. They were slaves, and we helped them take down an ogre that was enslaving them. But he had like druidic runes on his chest and could do like magic, which seemed weird. And the kobolds did most of the work, which seemed odd.
Interesting. Well,
Don't forget that you're a traitor or a deceiver.
I'm glad to know. I'm glad to know that you're always helpful to those in need.
Yeah, I've had to fight a lot more than I expected to have to do.
That's traveling the world.
Oh, and when we were walking to Mindor, we ran into like these ice devils?
Ice devils. Interesting.
Or spirits?
You're okay?
things? What were they, imps or what were they? I don't
They
even
looked imp-like, but
Yeah.
you don't know what they
I'll
are.
just
You just know
flash
that
the-
they're ice things.
Yeah, I'll just flash the memory to him
Yeah.
and say, and in Primordial, they called me a traitor or a deceiver, I think is what they told me they said.
Okay. I don't know what those are, but I can look into it if you'd like. And I can
I'd
let you know.
appreciate it. Because I still, like, we still don't know why in our family tree, why I'm this. That's the only thing I have, is that they called me a deceiver.
Okay. Interesting. It might have to do with possibly what you look like. They might have mistook you for possibly Devilkin, but it's hard to say.
I can say it's fun cursing at people in Infernal. It's not known very much here.
Just be careful, because you never know who's weird like that.
Yeah. But it's nice to hear you again, and I guess don't be afraid to contact me.
You said
Yes,
you
you
were in
can.
Mindor, correct?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Interesting. Interesting that you're there, because one of our somebody who contacted us recently to do some research, some magical research for our family, since, well, we are quite good in that aspect of finding out research. One of our contacts actually recently was there.
Who?
What was his name? Lord Zaphor? Claywater?
Faith, I'm gonna have to shank your family. I have to kill your family. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so apparently there's a royal family from around that area that wants to be a client of ours to do some research. They contracted us. So we're looking into it for them, some stuff. And I can't tell you much, since, well, you know the family's confidentiality rules. Even if you are, but you're not hired on to the job. You're out traveling the world.
When we got into the town, we kind of ran into them as they were leaving.
When he spoke to us over messages and such, he sounded like quite the gentleman. I hope he was well to you.
He seemed nice for the short interaction. We're kind of he commented on our group because we are kind of a mishmash of everything. We got elven heritage and human-like, and me and another human-like, or genasi and a cat and a bird, but not always a bird. Kind of part dragon.
Well, your friends sound interesting there.
Yeah, let's put it that way. How do I say this without seeming?
Just say that he's a lying asshole and they shouldn't take the
deal. Be careful with Lord Cladewater. One of my friends has history with him, and there's some bad blood there, so just be careful.
Oh, we died.
Oh, we definitely died.
We died.
Oh god, please don't tell me that we died.
Oh, you're back.
You're back.
No,
You're
back.
God damn, that died hard.
To be continued.
That's the thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay.
That thunderstorm's really fucking.
Yep, stream's good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay, so
Good.
you feel pause for a moment, and then you hear your father just kind of speaking. Well, he did already pay us. That's how we afford this magic item, and it is just research. But that's all. It's just research. So, even if your friend has bad blood, clients are clients. You know the family.
Yeah.
I will make sure that if I find anything suspicious, I will just pay him back. I'll even sell this item if anything.
Okay.
But for now, he's just asked for research, that's all.
Okay. Oh, one last thing before I go. Did you know about the 9th School of Magic?
There's a 9th?
Yeah, they said it's called, like, Dunamancy or something. Like, controlling time and controlling gravity.
I've never heard of it. You're gonna have to definitely take notes and explain if you learn anything when you get back.
Oh, I saw a little, experienced some of it.
Well, that's good.
Cool.
I'm very intrigued now.
Okay. I better get going. My friends are kind of just staring at me as I'm standing here thinking to you.
Alright. Have a safe night there, Faith. Sleep well.
Thanks, Dad.
Love you.
Too. I love you.
And then you just feel the connection is gone.
And his Faith is dealing with that in his head and disconnecting the connection. I'm just screaming, Faith! Faith!
Yeah, so the whole time you were able to hear Alclin just screaming and trying to ignore him.
Yeah, we can go.
Everything all right? Kind of looked like you zoned out there for a minute.
Well, I wanted to send a message home, and that's why I went to the cafeteria, because I could do that there. And then Dad started talking to my brain. Kind of like what a Hanari does, but better? Stronger?
Definitely
Well, don't
stronger.
let her hear that.
Definitely stronger.
Yeah, it was nice to talk to Dad. It's been a while. We should head back. They're probably waiting for us.
Yeah, so we can tell Hanari that your dad does it better. That'll be fun.
Not this different. His is magic based. Hers is different.
So yeah.
Related voice calls out. Don't fuck with the inside voices.
So yeah. So you guys would all get back to the tavern roughly same time. And yeah, so you guys would see.
Before we go into the tavern.
I'm just saying, you guys would see each other coming from both sides of the road towards the tavern from either side.
Okay.
2 separate directions.
Before we go to the tavern, I want to say something to Faith because she told us that. I was like, be thankful that you're still able to communicate with your father. Some of us don't even know their father.
Yeah.
Good old daddy issues.
I wasn't expecting to hear from them immediately. Or in that capacity, I was expecting just 25 words.
No, full on. I could share memories with you, basically.
Yeah. We can talk. It's late. Let's eat.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you guys are approaching tavern, you can see Azari and Hanari coming down with a cart being pulled by a mule and a dwarf
Looks like
driving it.
somebody went shopping.
Did
you have a bath?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we smell fantastic.
I smell great. I had a bath.
I would just
water. Water. Just shiver.
We forgot to do that.
No, we didn't forget. We didn't have time.
I mean, we didn't
probably do that.
Well, class starts at 10.
Yeah. How far down was it?
It's 2 levels. So you have to go down 2 levels.
Was it 2 or 1?
4 hours.
It's a 3-hour walk.
Huh.
But it was worth it. And she just
3 hours one way.
I smell great.
Yeah, no. That happened.
Faith. I smell great. I smell better
Unless. Is it just a donkey and a cart, or are there people with it?
Donkey and a cart.
There's a dwarf who's piloting the donkey and cart.
Did they get supplies from this near where their bath was?
2 floors up. It's 10
No.
3 floors down from here. So.
No. So hopping a ride back wouldn't work.
Nope. It's okay. I smell great. So.
We do smell great.
That was nice. That was nice and relaxing. And I feel like now I would have transitioned my hair because we had a bath into just braids instead of it being all over the place.
Can we move these corpse pictures into the corner so they're not just chilling in the middle of the floor anymore?
I can do that later.
Okay.
Considering the fact that stream can't even see it anyways.
Yeah, when we get back, I'd start putting the food away in the pantry and organizing
So,
shit.
as you guys are getting closer to the door, you can hear what sounds like yelling coming from inside.
Oh no, we forgot about Bit. I'm gonna run inside.
We're running inside.
So as you
It's
go,
like, oh,
as you
dear
go
Lord,
and
what's
run
going on?
inside, you can, as you kind of barge through the door, you can see the 3 people that ran off are back, and Jonathan and Joseph and those 3 people are now having a small crate of booze to themselves, along with Bit drinking very lightly and them celebrating the fact that they're free.
Of course, Bit just gets drunk.
Bit's not drunk. He's only had, like, basically a single bottle.
Exactly.
He's not drunk.
Is he a lightweight? Is that his character? No?
He's got the highest constitution out of the group, I think.
Oh, okay, then probably not.
So we leave Bit alone, and he drinks with everyone.
JoJo's.
So yeah, Bit sees you guys at the door and just kind of waves hello. And he does sign to you, Alclin, that these 3 are down to work at the tavern as well, to try to get back up.
Yeah.
Since the 5 of them were they were basically forced in this kind of life because, well, life sucked. They were kind of like slaves, but not really slaves, so that's why he's celebrating their quote-unquote freedom, because now they get to choose their life
What
instead
are
of being
names
criminals.
that end in
I don't have
Johnson?
names right now.
Wait, so
have
you're telling
names
me
right
their
now.
constitution that keeps us from getting drunk?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Summon
I
the
am
power
good.
of the world tree and make names.
Don't worry,
Oh.
you'll get names next session, because that's where we're going to end for tonight's session.
It'll probably be a Giorno.
Happy episode.
Ah.
Ugh. No, one's Shrek, because there was one of them looked like human Shrek.
That was
Shrek, Giorno,
that was
the other
one. Shrek was one of
Well,
the.
his name is Michael
No, wait, no,
Shrek.
Shrek. No. Yeah, but yeah. So that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
So we walk in there, they're drinking, we put the food away and go to bed.
Oh, sorry, there was
Is that what
4
we're doing?
people who ran off. So sorry, there's 4 extra now.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to tonight's session. I'm Matt, your DM as always for Sundays. Next week, I know that Hinari and Faith are going to be a little bit late for session. We'll see if we get. We'll see if we get bits at least. Good thing we're not too far in campaign. Nothing really combat-wise should start, so it's fine if we have only 3 to 4 players. That should be fine. You guys shouldn't die even with combat. So yeah.
Everything's fine.
So yeah.
You underestimate
This
my
episode,
abilities.
episode 9, will be on our. This episode will be on our YouTube channel at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Wednesday, as all usual, and we shall see you guys next week. We'll see how it goes. Bye.
Matthias, one of the